I'm arrogant. I say damn right. That's pride. Pride in the saying I am. Now tune into the big exclusive podcast available on all podcast platforms or the BEpodcast.com. Listen now or I'll eat your whole race. Oh, and you better like or subscribe or else.
And welcome back to another Tuesday night. This is the Big Exclusive Podcast. I am your host, Big Exclusive. My two other co-hosts will be joining me shortly. Well, no, maybe not. Angry OG is taking the night off. He's going to handle some business with his family. I'm going to do like I do every week. I'm going to show some love to our sponsors so that they know that we love them and they know that we getting the word out to you guys so that you guys can go show the sponsors some love so we can keep doing this here podcast. With that being said, I'm asking early. I'm going to ask often. If you are currently in the stream on Facebook, make sure you share the stream, please. It's the best way to show love and support. Share the stream. If you are on YouTube, make sure you are currently subscribed. Hit the notification button so you're informed every time we drop some new content. I beg of you. And with that being said, once you shared, I got to ask my family for one more thing. Tag a couple of your friends in, bring them in so they can be part of the conversation. If you already shared, I appreciate you. I'll be right back to show our family some love. But first and foremost, we got to show the sponsors some love because without them, we would have no podcast. You're now tuned in on the Big Exclusive Network. That's right. This is the Big Exclusive Network. You are tuned into the Big Exclusive Podcast. Special shout out to Low Exclusive Bakery, home of the best chocolate chip, oatmeal raisin, chocolate chip toffee cookies you can find anywhere on the internet. Maywire Cosmetics, home of cosmetics made for little girls and adult women. Fellas too, like it's really, gender neutral. If you need some cosmetics, my oldest daughter has Maywire by Kayla. You can get some lip balm, lip gloss, lip scrub, lip oil, body butter, and body mist as well. She'll be coming out with some other products shortly. But if you want to buy any of those two from our sponsors, show love to our next sponsor. That's iCraftMart.com. You can find Maywire Cosmetics, Low Exclusive Bakery, Big Exclusive Naturals, where you can buy all your bulk shea butters, mango butters, CBD oil, sea moss, anything you need that's all natural. You can even buy now any herb you may be looking for over at iCraftMart.com. Show them sponsors some love. Rounding out the sponsors tonight, we have Mastermind Credit Game, Financial Freedom Facebook group. If you want to learn how to improve your credit, also boost your credit. If you want some financial literacy, you want to get some business credit so that you can actually get more inventory for your business or have some working capital, head over to Facebook.com. That's groups/mastermind credit game. Tell them Big Exclusive sent you. That's it for our sponsors. I'm going to run through a quick lineup of the shows that we have on the Big Exclusive Network. Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., we got Keeping It Real with Big Roll in the morning. Tuesday, 7 p.m., you have the Big Exclusive Podcast hosted by Top Flight, Angry OG, and myself, Big Exclusive. Wednesday night, before the rabbit hole, you have the Formula with the Formula hosted by, where's the picture? There it is. The Formula hosted by Angry OG. He will be back at the end of the month bringing you that exclusive Formula content. He did a pilot. It was a dope pilot. Hopefully you guys went over to the YouTube page, or if you subscribe to the network, you can watch it anytime on the network as well. And right after Angry OG's The Formula, you have The Rabbit Hole hosted by Taj Mahal, Bianca Monroe, and Mr. Cheese. Thursday night, put the kids to bed early, learn you some sexification with Foreplay with B. Thursday nights at 9, hosted by the lovely Miss Bianca Monroe. Sundays, we have Eagles Game Day Special, hosted by real Philadelphians, not those ones that's from outside in like South Jersey. Not saying they're not real Eagles fan, but these Phillies hosts are brought to you courtesy of Born and Raised in the City of Brotherly Love. You have Poppy Montega, Miss Key Holmes, and Mr. Jamal Jackson, with special guest appearances by big role in Angry OG from time to time. Check them out for some dope Eagles insight. Also bringing you dope special guest interviews. They had Ray Lewis III. Y'all know Hall of Fame middle linebacker for the Baltimore Ravens. Ray Lewis, yeah, his son. Sunday nights, you got the Poppy Montega show. You want to tune in every Sunday night. You just never know who you're going to get. You can get Bradford Samuels, Kanye East, and a host of many other characters. So be prepared for the Poppy Montega show each and every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Now, if you'd like to join the Big Exclusive Network, we're looking for a midday show along with some other different kind of content. You have content ideas, email me at therealbigexclusive@gmail.com to join the Big Exclusive Network. If you have an audition tape, just 1 to 2 minutes of you doing your thing or a synopsis of the kind of content you want to put out there. All right. And I think that's it for the lineup. We have, 2 shows that are currently in development. We got another 2 shows that will be released shortly, probably not until the first quarter, till January. We'll be debuting 2 new shows on the Big Exclusive Network. So I hope you guys stick around for that. With that being said, let me bring in the funniest person I know and goddamn person, Mr. Comedian Top Flight. Top Flight. Oh, there you go. Boat
Hey,
money.
buddy.
Yo,
It's Nate money.
Oh, it's Nate. I'm sorry. I need
Nate
that.
money.
Flight, you might have to go out and come back in, man, or connect to the Wi-Fi. Your signal is crazy right now. While you do that, I'm going to holler at our family, those who are locked in early. I appreciate you. My guy, my cousin, Mr. Luke. Luke, what's happening, man? How you been? What going on? Oh, man, they in my account. They doing extra shit. Like, yeah, there we go. New subscribers and everything. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Luke, I appreciate you, bro. He already shared. Miss Q, what's happening, Q? Q, you gonna bring a show to this network, or you gonna co-host something? Or you gonna be in a TV show over here? I'm not letting you slide. I'm on your ass, okay, Q? Luke Lamar just doing with the this is my cousin being my cousin, man. I asked him to share. He dropped the joint. He started sharing. He started tagging people. Miss Bianca Monroe, good evening to you. And she shared, good evening, Miss Jay Swinton with the good evening fan. Comedian comedian Tay Boogie with the yerb and the pigtails one time, asking you shall receive. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are new to the Big Exclusive podcast, every new name that we see, you get a welcome, and this is how we welcome our new family members to the podcast. Now, if that don't make you laugh, you might want to check and see if you still have a pulse, okay? Good evening, Christine. Good evening. That's my sister. I love you, sis. Luke, now laugh out loud. Tell Flight to get off that Kmart Wi-Fi. Laugh out loud. Oh, Top needs all 3 monies. My man, Poppy Montega in the building. Pop, what's happening, bro? Dawn, hey, Dawn, it's good to see you again, little big sis. Miss Tiffany Ann Dennis is in the building. Tiff, come right in with the share and the good evening. And I bet you any amount of money she can tag some folks in right now. Christine, I love you so much more, bro. Oh, I love the love. Flight, what's happening, Flight?
I don't know, man. Nothing. Just getting ready for Friendsgiving. This weekend is going all the way down. Yes, we are live at Friendsgiving all weekend. Top Flight and Friends. We are heading to Maryland. Hangover, Maryland. I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. But myself, big role. Then we're doing a show Friday in the Hagerstown, Maryland. Then we're going to drive back home, and we will be in Williamstown, New Jersey on Saturday for the Friendsgiving weekend. Then Sunday, I will be heading to New York to finish out the weekend. So a bunch of laughter after we eat and we get fat and full. Anybody that's interested in coming out Saturday, we're running a special. I got about 20 tickets left. Buy one, get one free. again, it's Friendsgiving, Thanksgiving. I believe in giving and supporting those that support you. So if anybody's interested in coming, y'all can inbox me. Y'all can call me 267-475-0994. The tickets are $20. You buy one, you get one free. So I hope to see y'all this weekend.
Buy one, get one on the eye. I like that. Way to show love to the folks, Flight. Definitely appreciate that. I need to check the shares right quick. And it's important that I do that because you know how we got 6 shares, 8 shares. We have 8 shares, and y'all know that don't sit right with me. I'm trying to give it some time for some more people to come in. In the meantime, in between time, let's check out what we're gonna be talking about tonight. Bianca said, I just might make it. I got my breaks done today. Congratulations, Bianca. Congratulations. Safety first. Safety first. Tay Boogie, I appreciate you, good brother. Good evening, Miss Lisa Carter. She didn't tag Natalia in. She gonna bring her girlfriends in. I know it's fitting to go down now. Thank you, Mimi. She just got here showing some love, doing her 1-2. Said we up to 10 shares. So in the meantime, in between time, let's go over these topics we're gonna be talking about tonight. First up, now this doesn't have to go in any particular order, mainly because Angry OG is not here tonight. And topic number 2 was his bread and butter, which was a better show, The Wire or Sons of Anarchy. Now we could discuss it. I'm sure he's going to be a little upset because he missed that conversation. He has some very strong opinions about his perspective on which show is better. Number 1 is Black Power and Black Influence. Number 3, Hood Remedies from Mom or Big Mama. That should be some big fun. That should be some big fun because we all know. Okay, Kayla and Lisa shared. I appreciate that. We all know, Big Mama and Mom and Big Mama had them home remedies that pretty much only Black people do. No, wait, I shouldn't say that because there's some brown people. I'm sure our Spanish brethrens and sisters have some remedies that they did, especially with the adobo, I believe. But that's not that's neither here nor there. I'm gonna play nice tonight. So with I guess we should let family 13 shares. Y'all showing y'all ass tonight, and the 17 of y'all in here. I appreciate that. We down one. I do not. Let me just say this now. I do not want to put the link to join the show in the chat, but if you would like to join the show, Flight, why you laughing? Flight, why you
want to
laughing?
tell him? You want to tell him, or you want me to tell him?
All right, you the comedian. You should tell him because I'm uncomfortable even saying the shit again. So
the last time we put the link in there, somebody decided to show their eggplant. They had their little remote control, and they was playing with they was changing the channels. And my man Shannon just so happened to go and see them backstage, and so the link ain't always a good thing now because if you want to see people changing the channel with their remote in their hand. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. All right. I can't hear you.
I said Bianca has switched over to YouTube. I love it. Bianca, I'm sure, is already subscribed to the Big Exclusive Network over on YouTube. If you have not done so, I encourage you to do so. We got like 3 episodes of Fat Gene Activated Give Ray Drop. I'm super excited for y'all to see that. And we are going to invite some family members to join us for an episode of Fat Gene Activated. So if you down to do that, we putting together pretty much the last 4 shows for Fat Gene Activated. We're going to try to get them in before the end of the year. That's the goal. So we can start fresh come the beginning of the year with some new spots. Not that we've revisited the same spot twice, but at the end of the day, I would like for some of our family to join us on the episodes of Fat Gene Activated. So if you're interested, let me know. Luke, I appreciate that. Pop, I appreciate that. Top Tamaris said hi.
Hey, mama.
Big Rose stomping up in this piece. Shared the real Sean Sloan. Stand tall. Sean Major. Demetrius Clement. He come here stomping in this joint, tagging his friends. That's what's up. I love it. Bianca most definitely already subscribed. Follow suit. Big roll hugs to the ladies. Bianca, sign me up. Y'all know I'm greedy. Big roll with the dap. Shannon, top flight G4 money. Flight. Yeah, Flight. If you got Nate money, right?
Mhm.
If you got Nate money, what kind of money Roll got right now?
Nate got Jody money from
From Baby Boy. From Baby Boy.
you telling him all my business. Yeah, he's telling his mama. He got Jody money. He driving around in his girlfriend car. He on his way though. He on his way. His mom, he come in the kitchen, fucking what's the name in there cooking? Vin Range. You want some bacon? You dumb nigga.
Just
You
got
don't know the
finished.
difference between guns and butter. He Jody right now.
Roll with the Jody
You
money.
on your way though, Jody. You on your way, Jody.
He learning. He gonna learn today. He gonna learn today. God damn it. With that being said, Nate Money and Jody Money on tour right now. Friendsgiving weekend. Get your tickets now.
Yes,
Sean Major in the building. The real Sean Sloan. Two new names. We got to welcome them two brothers to the show properly. This is for you, fellas. So we're going to go back to back. Woo! Miss Mimi, thank you with the 16 shares. Big roll, laugh my ass off. Yo, is you a buyer or a seller? Flight commerce, nigga. I'm selling jokes and dresses.
yes, sir.
He embracing that, Jody.
He embracing
Tay
it. You
Boogie.
got to.
Top got dollar bill money, laughing my ass off. Miss Sandra Neal, good evening and welcome into Miss Sandra Neal. It's good to have you in the building. Make sure you guys share the stream, tag your friends, and show some love. Lillian can use the phone this week. Lillian, what's happening? Sandra says, welcome. Tay Boogie with the pigtails. Q Shannon, check your DM. Tiffany Ann, yo, this stiff arm roll though. Yeah, that joint locked up. That joint definitely locked up, Tiff. Wait a minute. Now, which DM is you talking about? I got a couple. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but wait a minute. I'm headed over to Instagram. Somebody told me check my DMs, and holy shit. Oh. Q, how the hell do we? Oh my God, we got some new ones, Flight. I need to find them and download them. We got some new ones. Sandra is sharing. I appreciate that. Big roll salute. My man Dante Mumford, and he know why. My brother. Q, I just saw it on Instagram. Both of those are about to be in rotation for real. So we don't have to keep playing the same one when we get some new names in here. I appreciate that, Q. I love it. So look, let's get to the show, man. We at 721. Angry OG is with us in spirit while he handles some business. Make sure y'all keep OG. He should be in the comments shortly though. Like he all right. Like he all right. It's just a matter of him having to take care of business. But here are the topics we're gonna talk about tonight. Flight, you want to let the family decide, or You want to choose Lillian. I thank you for sharing the stream. It's much appreciated. Black Power and Black Influence. Which was a better show, The Wire or Sons of Anarchy?
Yeah,
Hood Remedies from Mom or Big Mama? Where you want to go first, Flight?
I'm going too, man. I'm licking my paws on that one. I'm ready to fight and argue.
Sandra
with that
said some beds. You said Miss Sandra Neal. Miss Sandra Neal be in heat. She be in heat. Now, Flight, hold on. Don't go chasing her. Don't go chasing. Don't go to Facebook. Chill. I know. Okay. I know. But I need you to chill. So you want to go with number 2?
Yeah,
so listen,
we got it. Number 2.
Family. The question is, which was the better show, The Wire or Sons of Anarchy? Okay, I got 2 like basic super trailers I want to play for y'all. I want y'all to start commenting right now. Which did you think was the better show, The Wire or Sons of Anarchy? And we're going to discuss that after these 2 super trailers.
You and Dad hooked up. Ever talked to you about his vision? About what he wanted from the club?
With your feet in the air and your head on the ground.
His vision was, what it is.
Try this trick and spin, yeah.
A brotherhood. Family.
Your head will collapse, but there's nothing in it, and you'll ask yourself.
You had the chance to be something good for this club. Something your old man always wanted. And it turned into everything he hated.
I ain't afraid to get bloody, Clay. I'm just afraid all that blood's gonna kill some crow. Things are gonna get bloody, brother. I'll find out who you are and where you live. And then I'm gonna kill you.
Was a very sloppy suicide.
My old man was right about one thing. This club has lost its way. The bond that holds this club together isn't about love and brotherhood anymore. We lost that a long time ago.
There you go. That was the Sons of Anarchy super trailer. Now here's The Wire. Keep the comments coming. Which show did you think was better? If you have not seen either show, you can't have an opinion. And before you start naming other shows, give us a second. We're going to get to that, okay? Here's the trailers for The Wire.
There are 2 kinds of kids walking in this building. Stoop kids, corner kids. No, stoop kids. They're the ones that stay on the front steps when their parents tell them. The others go down to the corners.
You follow drugs, you get drug addicts and drug dealers.
Get your hands up, get down.
But you start to follow the money, and you don't know where it's gonna take you.
You think I have time to ask a man why he giving me money or where he gets his money from?
The game is out there, and it's either play or get played.
It's Baltimore, gentlemen. The gods will not save you. Barksdale has 5 out of 7 towers in the terrace.
I'm just a gangster, I suppose. And I want my corners.
These people do not touch the drugs. They don't go near the drugs. The Wire is what gives us Barksdale. Day by day, piece by piece.
The thing is, you gotta be patient. Learn the job, love the job.
Let the game begin.
How is it you always got the whole world pissed off at you?
Jimmy is an addict, sir.
What's he addicted to?
Himself. It's also what makes him good police.
He does not get to win. We get to win.
If we don't have the courage and the conviction to fight this war the way it should be fought, the way it needs to be fought, well, then we're staring at defeat. And that defeat will not be forgiven.
Can't even call this shit a war. Why not? Wars end.
I've been out there since I was 13. I've been straight up, but what comes back? This game is rigged, man. Be like the little bitches on the chessboard.
Pawns. You go a long way in this country killing black folk. Young males especially.
We always in the market for a good soldier. This here ain't you.
Many of these kids are profoundly damaged. What they've seen, how they've lived.
You older than your daddy was when he went out on the corn.
Well, he done got him locked up.
That's the message, D. You can't show no weakness. A man must have a code.
You come at the king, you best not miss.
You come at the king, you best not miss. Before we get to these comments, Flight, I want to hear from you. You said you was licking your chops. Let's go. Talk to me. Which one you feel was better?
The
Sons
Wire.
or the Wire?
Wire.
Okay.
And the reason being is so many more, and I get, and I hate to go to race card, the black and white, and
I knew it was coming.
I mean, people are going to do it, but look at the people that came out of that and blossom into such phenomenal actors and their characters they embarked and they lived.
Let's keep it strictly to the series.
Okay, all right.
Nothing before, nothing after. We keeping it strictly.
Okay, all right.
Wire,
the Wire
in the red
so
corner.
Just the storyline.
Anarchy in the blue corner.
The storyline is familiar. It's understandable. It's relatable. We've all witnessed it. We all saw it. We all experienced it in some shape, form, or fashion. So the Wire for me.
Okay. Now, just so we clear, based off the familiarity in the storyline, and that they was black people, you could
well, not
relate
just
to it
because they was black people. I mean, now I did watch the Son of Anarchy.
See, you don't even know the name. See, you don't even watch it, Flight. You ain't watch it.
I did. I actually did. My ex I watched it with her. We did about 2 seasons, and the storyline it didn't keep me. It didn't grab me. I lost. I was lost.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So before I give my response, I want to talk to the family. I want to see what they say. Fats Classic, what's up with you, bro? Miss Sandra Neal said The Wire. Poppy said The Wire. Christine has saw neither. Christine, you definitely need to do something about that. Dawn jumped the gun. Tiffany Ann says me either. Poppy said Sons was an over-exaggerated show. The Wire was real life. Okay. Dawn, I saw this, but started watching Animal Kingdom. Khalif Ali, that is definitely a new name. Mr. Ali, welcome to the Big Exclusive Podcast. Miss Lisa Carter hasn't seen it, and y'all wonder why y'all black cards get questioned. At least if you haven't seen Sons, you know what I mean, you had the Wire. Bianca said the first 3 seasons of The Wire was fire. but I got to give it to Sons of Anarchy. Tay Boogie, the hood in me says The Wire. Big Roll, Lisa Carter, Christine Reynolds, pick one and make it a project. Both are awesome. I would agree. Miss Sandra Neal, Wire, it's real life. Poppy, seasons 3 and 4 of The Wire is enough to get Sons out of here.
Yep.
Bro, I'm going to say The Wire always amazes me how they linked every aspect of every situation, no matter what level, it all played a part. I was more emotionally invested in Sam Crow. Miss Lisa Carter, Big Roll Jones, Sons of Anarchy looks good. It is, Lisa Carter. Shop Talk Podcast. The Wire laid the foundation for a lot of these shows. Shop Talk Podcast. This one is for you. Welcome to the Big Exclusive Podcast. Every time, bro. That Superman. All right, so let me say this. Since OG brought the topic to the table, him and I initially discussed it. And shout out to y'all. This don't mean stop. There's already 22 shares. I appreciate that. Keep sharing, keep tagging your friends in. Let me get these two before I give my opinion. Mr. Clement, both kind of started to fizzle out near the end to me. I'll edge it to The Wire though. Khalif Ali, Sons of Anarchy never had a dull season. The Wire season 2 was whack, but still a great show. Khalif, I want to say you nailed it, bro. So for me, I love both shows, right? And you know, these are the only two that Angry OG, not the only two, but he wanted to ask the question, right? Which was a better show. Him and I argue about this all the time. He never really got into Breaking Bad, and I think Breaking Bad is one of the most prolific TV shows in TV history. But I think it just started a little slow for him. But talking specifically about The Wire and Sons of Anarchy, I'm gonna have to do this. Agree with Khalif, because when I think about it, Sons of Anarchy from season 1, episode 1, it was a roller coaster ride. It was always action packed. To me, the story was always good. For me, black and white doesn't really play a part in it because real life, like I keep seeing people say The Wire was real life, and it's weird because at the end of the day, so was the Motorcycle Club. Like that's real life for those who are in it. I think the disconnect is we're not up close and personal with motorcycle clubs, and they aren't as prevalent in our neighborhoods as it would be for where The Wire took place, which was like up Northern California, right? Where biker gangs are heavy up there. Excuse me. So for me, Sons of Anarchy gets the edge for a couple reasons. Number one, I gotta agree with Khalif. Freaking that second season of The Wire when they was down the docks was almost enough for me to not watch the series anymore. Because I'm like, yo, if this is where they're gonna be with it, nah. I can't fuck with this like this. Like that first season, you go down to the docks, like that to me was like it was too far left, in my opinion, from where the story ended up yet. I'm going to agree with Poppy. Season 3 and 4 were fantastic. But to me, Sons of Anarchy, every season from season 1 to episode 1 to the series finale was good. I'm talking about great. The dynamic between the clubs, whether it be rival clubs, in their club politics, the relationship between Jax and Clay, Jax and his mom, Jax and any woman that entered his life. And then one of the most emotional deaths I saw on television was fucking when Ope died. Like you couldn't pay me to think that Ope was about to die. Like that shit hit me in the Adam's apple so hard I couldn't breathe a little bit. Like I really honestly shed a tear. Now, one of the and this is something that's highly debatable. In The Wire, Omar got killed in the store by that young boy. And I'm like, which understandably, how else would you take Omar out, right? Like in an extremely unsuspecting way. Like that
Unexpected,
kid.
right?
Exactly. So I get it. So that was dope. But at the same time, I had a problem with that. I really had a problem with Omar getting taken out like that. Omar was such a G, right? Like he walked down the street, whistle, they start throwing the packs out the window. But when you look at Sam Crow and the way they ran the town and the way they had a stranglehold on everybody in the town, cops included, it was remarkable because it was still undertones of police still wanting to do their job, right? When you look at The Wire, a lot of stuff, and I give it credit for its supreme amount of realism, but a lot of the stuff that was going on The Wire, especially towards the end, it started to borderline to be kind of unbelievable. Like when Avon gave up Stringer, bro, like that was like it for me. I don't know. I guess when you look at it, it happens in real life, but the bond that they had, well, String did do some it wasn't sucker shit, but he was trying to get them away from the street life. Avon ain't really want no parts of nothing else but the street life. But what I loved about Sons of Anarchy, Jax was able to progress the club and understand that the club not only needed new leadership, but needed a new direction. Right. And he took those steps to make it happen. And it wasn't really underhanded. It was open. And it just, like I said, it had great storylines. Both had great storylines. And both of them, to me, are extremely, extremely great shows. But if I had to get the edge, like for me, because I seen The Wire, I lived The Wire, it was like, all right, I've been there, I've done that, I've seen that. But to see that there are subcultures of people who were forced to get into a gang, right? To get into a gang to survive. I think I loved having that perspective because, like I said, The Wire, I could go outside and see The Wire, like that was happening in my neighborhood every day. But for me, like seeing the other side of the coin and seeing them struggling with doing what they had to do to actually make it, well, I just thought it was a better watch. I just think it was a more creative show. I will say the casting on The Wire was dope as hell because we got to see some hip hop heads come in. I remember Method Man coming through. So for me, like I would give the edge to Sons of Anarchy. Very like again, if it's like 1A Sons of Anarchy, 1B The Wire. But that second season of The Wire is why I feel like Sons of Anarchy gets the edge. You know what I mean? Because that second season I felt like was some bullshit. Let me see. Rose said The Wire lost a lot of fans during that second season because it focused more on the docks instead of the hood. And it looked a lot. Let me start that one. The Wire lost a lot of fans during the second season because it focused more on the docks instead of the hood. And it looked a lot if black people, real talk. Bro, you're going to have to double up on that one. I'm kind of confused. Flight, if you can interpret, let me know. Dawn talking about something else. Bianca, it's only real life because is what we experienced. Right. Lisa Carter, a motorcycle club like that around this way. See, Lisa lived in Rancho Cucamonga, right? I'm sure. Like Lisa, you live in Rancho Cucamonga, let me know. All right. Pop said that's why I said it. It was Bird Rider for 3 years. It was a bit over exaggerated. Like, I'm not really sure what was exaggerated about it, Pop. I thought that was as close to realism as you can get. Kurt Sutter, the writer of the show, like he went to great lengths to make sure he captured the realism for that show. Big Roll, there's no Wire without the docks. My bad, Luke, with the spoiler warning. I should have said spoiler alert. My bad, bro. Big Rose still can't watch Opie pass to this day. Yeah, bro. When he told Jax, go ahead, I got this, I still thought he was going to come up out of that. Tiffany Ann, club life is crazy. I used to date someone in the club. I also have a family member that is a pagan. Oh, shit. Big Roll, Bodie death scene was way more epic than Omar. Never understood it. Yeah, Omar was supposed to go out like that. That was rough for me to
But
watch.
that's
Like, I
just
still was annoyed with that shit.
because that they again, it was the unexpected. It was the grab your breath and like, oh wait, like how many people rewinded that part 4 or 5 times, 30 different angles, watched it over and over. Like you didn't even see little man come in the store. It was just like hey man, let me get some cigarettes, and then boom, it was over. Like, oh wait, time out. What just happened? Like that shock factor definitely was placed perfectly, if you ask me.
Okay. I mean, I respect it. I definitely respect it, bro. It just, for me, it was like Omar is the big bad wolf, right? Omar was supposed to go out on some epic shit, like, you know what I mean? Some Cleo shit, maybe some end of the training day shit. Like,
Nah, he wasn't supposed to go out like Scarface. That was expected. That's what everybody was like. Once they finally get him and they got him, he gonna go out in the blaze of glory. But even Omar, he didn't even. It's still to this day. God rest his soul. I forget what his real name is. He probably was like, "Damn, y'all gonna do me like."
yeah. I think his name. I don't want to butcher it. I'll look it up in a
I done
second.
called him
But
Omar. Every time I see him in any other movie, I'll be
and
like, "Oh,
right,
oh,
that's
Omar in this joint?"
Omar. Yeah, when
Yeah.
he was on Boardwalk Empire, I'm like, oh shit, Omar in this joint. Oh wait, Q said, don't get to throwing things at me. Never watched The Wire, Power, none of that. Q, next time I see you is it's on. Lakita Allen, The Wire will forever be a classic. You get a welcome, Miss Lakita, and here it is. That face. Michael K. Williams. Thank you, producer. Lakita Allen, welcome to the Big Exclusive Network and Big Exclusive Podcast. We appreciate you. Side note, Kurt Sutter, not Sumter. Kurt Sutter starred in The Wire as Otto, one-eyed dude in jail, married in real life to Gemma from Married with Children. True story. Yep. Warren, Mr. Cheese, thank you for the Michael K. Williams. We got Brandy in the building. Brandy, what's up? Yep, Khalif Ali, something Williams, absolutely right. Big role. Opie character had to die because he started filming the role in Walking Dead. Bro, I don't care nothing about that, man. Fuck Walking Dead. I needed Hope still in the series, but it was dope as hell the way it went out and how they progressed the story with his death, and it springboarded so many other reactions in the series. Jay Swinton, I'm with Q. Jay Swinton, I'm gonna throw something at you too. Okay. I'm for sure gonna throw something at you. Shop Talk Podcast. No, for real, the doc showed you the plug and their other businesses aside from the drugs. Right. Shop Talk. I definitely get it. But that whole season, you could have did that in the first 2 or 3 episodes, right?
But yeah, like 4 episodes, right?
Yeah, you could have knocked that out in the first quarter of the season and been good. Everything Q say Jay Swinton. That don't make y'all right. You and Jay Swinton go sit in the corner and get you a subscription to something. Matter of fact, Fire Sticks. You can watch them. You can binge watch them just like that. Sandra Neal is talking to her girlfriend. Miss, hey Nell, what's happening? Shop Talk Podcast. But he was always around Omar somehow. She said, hey, y'all, I think it showed that the game was a young nigga game. Well, yeah, that was the whole point of Marlo coming through. I think that was the whole point of them introducing Marlo's character. One of my favorite scenes ever when Marlo left it. He got up from the table when all the bosses met. You know, it was Prop Joe and all of them, and he was like, "Yo, the price of the brick just went up 10." they all started looking at each other like these a bunch of heads of organizations and killers. He get up from the table. Last thing he said, the price of the brick going up 10. They started looking at each other for help. Like, yo, what's... And he walked the fuck... Matter of fact, he said, anybody got a problem with that? And then nobody said shit, and he walked the fuck out. I was like, wow, that's crazy. That is crazy. Like, I really couldn't believe that. Big Roll Jones, Shot Talk Podcast at Michael K. Williams. I appreciate that. Big Roll says, always wanted one lake trout sandwich, laughing my ass off. I always wanted to sit at that big oak table that was at the clubhouse in Sons of Anarchy, where they held all their meetings in the back room of the bar. Like, I just thought that and it had the logo, the Sam Crow logo carved out of that big ass piece of wood. Like, I wonder where that is and if that's on sale somewhere. Like, I would love to buy that as memorabilia. And I wonder if it's an actual piece of wood or was it plastic prop? I don't know. But either way, I'd like to own something like that. So to keep the show pushing, right? Everybody's entitled to their opinion. It's a great conversation. But here's what I want y'all to do for me. Don't. Listen, I want to, and I know this is about to go crazy because everybody has their own opinion, right? And that's the great thing about having open dialogue. It's a great thing about doing podcasts like this. We get the opportunity to see from other people's perspective, right? Sandra Neal, get BE table. Yes, get BE table. So again, that conversation stemmed from me and OG having a conversation about which show that we thought was better. And we both at some point he can come in and say, no, because we probably won't talk about this again. But in any event, he had gave the edge to Sons of Anarchy. But I want to know what you guys think, right? So a lot of times, because it's all subjective, right? But I want to see if we can get a true consensus going. Now, again, don't give an answer you think somebody else is going to get. I want you to be as honest and as transparent with yourself as you can be. And I want y'all to tell me, what show do you feel like is the greatest show? And I don't want to say TV history, because a lot of TV might have been around before us. Older people going to say something, younger people are going to say something. But I would say in your lifetime, which TV show do you feel like was the best TV show that existed, right? And Flight and I are going to go first. Now, do not give me 2 to 3 answers. You have to make a choice. All right? I want that one TV show you think like, yo, this is the best television series ever fucking made. Now, I don't care. Now, the caveat I will add is it can't be a cartoon. It has to be like live action. You know what I mean? Live action. Right? So whatever that show is that speaks to you, that you feel like is the absolute best show you ever seen on television, I want that answer. Okay, it can be good, bad, and indifferent. Don't worry about people laughing at you. Don't worry about people arguing with you. Just give us what you feel like is the best TV show you ever seen in your lifetime. Flight, you want me to go first, or you want to go first?
No, you know what? Let's put a twist on it too, if we can. All right. So you give a show, right? But you also got to give another show with an all white cast TV show. So mine will be.
That is a crazy twist. That is a crazy twist.
Mine will be Martin, and I will go with Married with Children.
Yeah, salute to the Bundys. Now, if for me, in an all-white cast, I would have to say The Big Bang Theory. And I don't know if that's the geek in me, but The Big Bang Theory to me, bro, is like gold. I was watching it. I was watching the shit last night when I got off the phone with Sandra Neal. I was watching that shit till about 5 o'clock this morning because I couldn't really fall asleep. I'm cracking the fuck up. Sheldon, Leonard, Raj, that cast was perfect, so perfectly cast. And the comedic timing and subject matter for me was the shit. So my all white show would be the Big Bang Theory, and then the other show for me, which is again boils down to an all white cast. Don't take my black card, but for me, damn, like it's so hard because no, I'm gonna have to say Breaking Bad. I'm gonna say Breaking Bad. Like Breaking Bad for me, just the art of storytelling, the art of casting people, the way that the murders took place, the system they set up to operate how they operated, the international borders, like everything about that show was incredible to me, man. And no spoiler, but I will say this: one of the greatest, like the greatest hits was the one on Gus Fring and Breaking Bad. Do yourself a favor, don't go look it up. Don't go look it up. Please watch the series. Okay, watch the series. So my two would be Breaking Bad and then the Big Bang Theory.
Okay.
Wait a minute, we got a new one. We gonna get to these comments, but we got a new one. Miss Siobhan Mumford. That last name sound real familiar, but she knew she got to get one. Let's give her two because I know where she come from. All right, let's get to it, family. I see y'all checking in. Oh, it's some good ones here too, bro. It's definitely some good ones. Tiff started out, this is rough. I would have to say Snowfall, and it was based off real events. Free Ray, Ricky Ross. Chanel says, Martin, I just enjoy it every time I watch it. That is a fact. I still laugh at Martin the same way as I did when I was younger and seen it for the first time. Bianca Monroe, Martin and Will and Grace. Will and Grace was one of the first all-white TV shows that actually brought in LGBT, y'all know the rest, member that was open. Big Rose said Cosby Show and Married with Children. You can't go wrong with either one of those.
One.
A lot of times people have trouble separating the art, from the individual. And I say learn to be able to separate the two, okay? Because Cosby did what he did, whatever happened. But to be able to see those examples and that moment in time, when we were coming up, inspired a lot of the college graduates you see today in specific positions. Q says Friends. She also said Will and Grace. Brandy, Living Single, and that 70s show. That 70s show was funny. I definitely like that 70s show. Chanel said Full House.
Full House, yeah.
Tay Boogie said Twist, Married with Children 2. What's the twist on that one? You lost me there, bro. Poppy Montega said The Cosby Show and Cheers. Oh man, just the theme song alone. When everybody knows you. Don't you do that in the bit or something? Like, yeah. Chanel, I liked the family bond. Right. Q said it's Sheldon. Exactly. Sheldon be having me crying. Sandra Neal, you was on the phone with who? Sandra Neal, I was on the phone with you. We was on the phone well into the late wee hours of the morning. I said it. Demetrius Clemens said, Martin, House of Cards, Billions are a tie for me. Billions is a really good one. Billions is a really good one. Like, I'm anxious to see. Is it over? I don't think it's over. I think they're coming back. But yeah, because Axe is gone, right? Axe is basically on the run, classic. So I'm anxious to see if Axe returns. OTM Mister says, salute to you, good brother. Just because this is probably the people's first time hearing it, you get one too. All right, here we go. Here we go. Tiffany Ann, Poppy, most definitely. Cheers. Yes. Miss Siobhan Mumford, we had her. She says Martin in The Office. The Office was the original Office was a British show. And if you ask a British person about The Office, the American version, oh man, they be to bite your head off. That's worse than calling a Puerto Rican a Mexican. You might get your ass whooped, okay? Roll. Y'all see Shannon slide that Sandra Neal plug in there, laugh my ass off, nigga. We heard it. I wasn't trying to hide it, and I didn't try to sneak it in. I said the shit live on the show. It's being recorded.
Boom.
Yeah. Shout out to Melly Schuler. Melly said, I know you said one answer, but it's hard because coming up in the 80s and 90s, that's two big, heavy eras. So I say Cosby Show and Martin and Married with Children.
I'm surprised ain't nobody say what was it? Different Strokes, a different world, or was it Different
Bro,
Strokes? Different Strokes.
But see, listen, like different, like you got to understand Cosby Show, like it's tiers, it's levels to the shit, right? Like some of these shows are all time iconic, great, bro. And then you got tier one, you might get those other shows. You got tier two, and then so on and so forth. Khalif Ali said Breaking Bad and 2.5 Men. That's my guy. OTM Mister. Sis, I love you, Tiffany Ann. Dennis. Oh, that's dope. Tay Boogie. Brandy. The Office was funny as fuck. Tiffany Ann, my GGs, the Golden Girls. Salute to the chat and the host. Tiff returning to love. Bianca saying that 70 show was funny as fuck. Mimi said, Bianca Monroe, yeah, Will and Grace is work. Lisa Carter, Snowfall. Mimi, Living Single, and Will and Grace. Yeah, so that's what I was saying about the air, because like to have Living Single is one of the greatest TV shows. That's wild to me with so many. Well, again, that's personal opinion. Yes, Bianca, Will and Grace is everything, says Tiffany Ann. Sandra Neal said the Jeffersons and All in the Family. See what I mean? Iconic shows, right? Here we go. Shop Talk Podcast. Martin, that 70s show. 70s show getting a lot of love.
A lot of love, yeah.
OTM Mr. Different World. Bianca Frazier. Not too many people was hit. Well, I should say not too many black people was hip to Frazier, Bianca. But Frazier was a dope show. Very funny, especially the dad. Tay Boogie said twist for the white cast. Oh, yeah, that was a dope twist. OTM Mister with the good times. Ooh. Melly, just for laughs, Full House and Saved by the Bell, Family Matters. Brandy, old shit, can't sleep on the Reba show. Yeah, I've never seen the Reba show. I never even heard of the Reba show. I know Reba McEntire is a country artist. I didn't know she had a TV show. Bianca, I couldn't get into Billions. Bianca, because that money talk different. That money talk is different. That Billions money talk is different. They pretty much predicted the short as far as GameStop goes, because they gave people the game. They taught people how to do that shit legitimately. Siobhan Mumford, yes, sir. The British Office is wild too. It definitely is. OTM Mister with Shameless. Shameless is a good show, but Shameless is one of those shows, man. I laugh at a lot because I love to see that tier of folks. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean. Poppy, I'm about to put the Office hat on. Sanjanier. Yeah, yeah, so what, Roland Jones? Tiffany Ann, yes, OTM Mr. Shameless. Q says Silver Spoons. That is a dope one, Silver Spoons. But again, in my opinion, it just wasn't top tier. Sandra Neal, Dan, that was a quick switch up, laughing my ass off. OTM Mister, that's my shot, sis. Everything Q. Oh man, how can one forget 2.5 Men? That real one with Charlie. Oh yeah, she talking about when they had swapped out Charlie Sheen for what's his name from that 70s show? What's his name? Ashton Kutcher. Ashton Kutcher. That's his name.
Because I'm about to say,
Classic.
the one now is the two gay men now, right? with the son?
I don't know, bro. I haven't
Uh,
like
yeah, I about to say I don't watch TV, but I remember
yeah.
seeing something in reference to that.
I was stuck watching it one time in the hospital because the remote had fell on the floor and I couldn't call the nurse. So I was stuck for a minute. And it was okay. It was okay. Demetrius Clement Classic says, shit, I forgot about Alf. That's where I learned
Oh,
sarcasm. Fact.
oh man.
Nobody messed with Family Matters, A Different World, or Gaps, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Y'all not from Philly.
Yeah, nah,
Yeah, we definitely from Philly. Aunt Medlock coming through with one of the most iconic shows in the
Living
game,
Color, yeah.
and
You
Living
know what?
Color and
That's the winner. You
Seinfeld.
get the round of applause from me. I forgot all man. Listen, Living Color
He
touches
said,
everybody.
wait a minute. There you go.
I totally forgot. Thank you for that one.
Friends, the white version of Living Single. Sandra Neal, I changed my wig real quick. Bianca, I still watch Frasier to this day. Sauce salad and scrambled eggs. Poppy said, what was that Tool Man show? With Tim the Tool Man Taylor, Home Improvement.
Oh, you know
Brandy,
what? I just
Drew
thought of
Carey
another
show
one.
was better than Frasier. Randy, to be young, to be young, to be
Sanford
young.
and Son.
Sanford and Son, yep. Bianca said Reba is fire. I never saw it. Big Roll was wild from a career. What's wild is from a career launching platform. You got to give in Living Color a nod because it launched a bunch of dope comedians and careers. Yeah. Luke says Home Improvement was my shit. Q Seinfeld grew on me. Mimi, Madam Secretary is one of my all time favorites. Home Improvement. Tool Time with Tim. I forgot the name. How far back we going? Jefferson's in 227. Yeah, 227 was a good John. OTM Mr. Honorable Mention for a new show and a shameless plug, Marriage and Marijuana. Boom. Coming to the big exclusive network super soon. Shameless was good until the 7th season in Living Color. Fantasy Island, The Plane, boss. The Plane. Wow, that's funny. Lily and Sanford and Son, good times. Third Rock from the Sun. Wow. Fraggle Rock. Y'all digging deep in the TV craze.
Yeah.
Classic. Hard pressed to find another show that made more stars than in Living Color. I would say made more black stars than in Living Color. Because Saturday Night Live was churning them out like a factory. I Shop Talk podcast. I got one. MASH, laughing my ass off.
I hate. You just.
Yo,
that
I
song
despise.
irks my soul.
Yo, and why did it
I
always? It felt like it always came on. Like if you woke up in the middle of the night, you heard that dumbass song. Yeah. I hated MASH, bro. I didn't get it. I wasn't trying to get it. It was just one of those things. Everything Q, you said too, and we going in. Too many good Jones, especially back in the day. Facts. Gilligan's Island for the white side. Tiffany Ann, the Honeymooners, Siobhan Mumford digged in the crates and dug up Mad TV. I love Mad TV. When she told Stewart, the mom told Stewart, you got a case of the crab apple McNasties. Yo, I cried real tears listening to this.
The middle would be lost. The middle. I'm sorry.
Poppy MASH put me to sleep during the credits. Yeah. MASH makes my ass itch, says Bianca. Big Roll, I hate MASH because it meant 18 was going off. Mimi says, I love Lucy. Good evening, Miss Loretta Hines. She said, Murder, She Wrote. Siobhan Muffin says, don't. Wow, y'all really went in on that one. I mean, y'all went hard on that one.
I guess
doesn't
MASH
count
was
if
the
I acted
worst.
silly in front of the TV.
I guess I wasn't the only one.
My own TV show. Lillian Knight Rider, The Incredible Hulk. Melly, I remixed that intro with Mona Lisa beat Flight. Only MASH I like is Taters. D, Martin and Roseanne. D, that is a new name. Welcome to the Big Exclusive Podcast family. All right, y'all went in on this one. Everything Q. Remember Out All Night with Patti LaBelle, Viv, and Dwayne? Nah, I don't remember none of those. Luke, I love Lucy was so good. Tiffany Ann said Maud for extra 10 points. What show did Maud? What show was a spinoff of Maud? Tiffany Ann. OTM Mr. Touched by an Angel. I hated that show too. I didn't want to think about that subject matter, so I never got into it. Brandy, gotta do the worst show now. Laugh out loud. All right. Listen, again, it's all subjective. Tiffany Ann, that's what I'm talking about. Demetrius Clement, Mama's Family. That Mama's Family was good too. So we can go into the worst show, but right after that, we're gonna get into the topic of those old school home remedies. Now, who wants to talk about the absolute worst TV show in television history? Who said that? That was Brandy. Yeah, Brandy, you lead us off since you said, that was we did the best. Now, what's the worst? Because again, Bianca said, yeah, somebody said Family Matters, Pop. Bianca, it came on BET. I remember Out All Night. It was only one for like one season. Lisa Carter, I could never get into Family Guy. Family Guy, I don't know. You just got to be like that sense of humor. It's just got to be different. It just got to be different. You knew it was time for bed then. Absolutely. Bianca, we all said MASH, laugh out loud.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That John just, I hated my grandfather for that one, man. Woo.
Yo, you know what? That MASH shit, man. Like, yeah, it definitely was the worst.
I didn't get it. I just didn't get it. I don't understand it. I wasn't trying to understand it.
I see why Brandy said that, because when she was made to stay at home, she was forced to watch Days of Our Lives. She said that's the worst.
I was going to say all my children's
legit terrible. OTM Mr. Little House on the Prairie sucked. My fave was BET Uncut. Oh, Tay Boogie like swiping them credit cards. Oh, D said The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Whoa. Poppy Montega, Andy Milonakis, and Tom Green was the worst shows I couldn't stop watching. Tom Green, man, that was an anomaly. I don't know what the world was thinking.
I'm about to say Taxi. That was horrible too.
I can't say I formed an opinion because I never watched it. American Dad is horrible. I think that's the name, kind of like Family Guy. Yeah, American Dad. Yep. Khalif Ali said Happy Days for a white show. Chanel Melishu, yes, Family Matters was everything. All right, well, let's jump into this. Like this next topic, I thought would be a good topic since we was kind of, this would be the natural progression since we talking about it, right? Mimi, oh my God, yes, I forgot. Welcome back, Cotter, as being one of the good shows. Okay. OTM Mr. said Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, worst ever. Friends, I hated Friends. I thought that was stupid. I thought that was dumb. Especially when I found out, it made it worse for me when I found out like it was a ripoff from Living Single. Are You Being Served was boring as crap, but I didn't miss a beat of it. Wow. All right, so talk to me. We all been homesick that one morning from school. We were all kids at some point, right? Lisa, I agree. Friends is whack. So we all had those moments, right? Where mama or big mama tried to make us feel better, right? And she had a home remedy for everything. Now, again, I can't speak to what happened in white homes or brown people or Latinx or whatever you want to call it homes. I know what's going down in our crib. Depending on what part of the South your family came from or your grandmother came from, there was a home remedy for everything, right? We all get the cliche ones, but I want to hear those abstract home remedies. Those ones that you be like, how the fuck would that work? Like how would that, I give you an example. Melly let it off. He said, did ginger ale ever work? Ginger ale worked for very specific things. Like if you had an upset stomach, like you were suffering from nausea, yeah, ginger ale worked, right? Flight, I'm gonna let you lead it off.
All right, I got you. I got a good one.
Give me some of the home remedies.
Cutting up onions, putting them in your socks when you got a fever. It's supposed to draw.
I hated that shit. It's supposed to draw the fever out. Flight.
I hated my grandma for that one. Like, what? You supposed to do what? The onions no, because it's just gonna cook. The heat is gonna come out your pores and your feet, and it's gonna cook the onions, and they're gonna be brown, and it's gonna pull the fever out in the onions. Put it in your socks and lay down.
Nigga. You ever had a pantyhose? You ever had a pantyhose with a big ass slice of onion tied around either your forehead or your motherfucking chest? That's what was going down in the crib, bro.
Oh shit. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm back.
Bro, I'm
God
telling
rest
you.
her soul. I miss you to life, Vernell Rome. But woo, I wanted to kick you when you put them onions in my socks.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you another. Matter of fact, you got another one?
The oatmeal in the tub when you get the chicken pox.
Actually, that definitely works.
I don't think it did.
So look, even in the calamine lotion and all the remedies that we have nowadays, it includes oatmeal, bro. It's in there. Yeah, it definitely includes oatmeal. It's something in oatmeal. I don't know the scientific facts behind it, the medicinal purpose of it. I don't know. We all hear the cliche that ginger ale was for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you this. Did you ever have like chest cold, sinus shit going on?
Mm-hmm.
And were you ever given what's called a hot toddy? So we had chest congestion, sinus issues, we had a cold or some shit like that, and she wanted to get you up out of here quick. She would make you a cup of hot tea. Now, this is just my mom, okay? My mom. Like I don't know what everybody else did, right? That's why we asking y'all. She would make me a cup of hot tea, drop like 2 Halls, the original Halls, with the eucalyptus in there, a little bit of sugar, and she would add a shot of alcohol. It was either Rock and Ride or some type of like dark liquor. As a fucking child, I was getting fucked up when I was sick. Now I thought I do not condone doing any of this to your children. I'm just telling you what happened with me. Now, I think my mom was just done dealing with the shit and was like, this gonna knock his low ass out.
This will knock it out, right? That was Benadryl back in the day.
That was definitely the Benadryl back. No, it was another one back in the day, right? I'm gonna give you this name. Everybody know the name, and it was similar to ginger ale. They gave this shit to you for everything: pain, fever, you got a sore neck, anything. Robitussin. Robitussin was the goddamn cure. Robitussin. Chris Rock got a very famous joke when he like, you can have a broken leg, put some tussin on it. Like it was just one of those remedies, man. The comments are going crazy right now. Let's go. Tiffany Ann, please bring on all the home remedies. I need them. Classic hot toddy, onions in your sock if you're sick. Melly Schuler absolutely does. Uh, Poppy said flat ginger ale. Yep. I never understood that flat part because I always wanted my ginger ale unflat because when you got an upset stomach and you let out like I understand, sir. I understand having it warm, but not flat. Man, I hit the ginger ale and you get that good belch. I always felt just a little bit better after that. Siobhan said, onions in your socks when you're sick. Tiffany Ann, I don't want to do the onion in the sock. Ew. Lisa, Lisa, none of us did, Tiff. We ain't have a choice. Lisa Carter said, my mom put Vicks on everything. My dad made us drink cod liver oil and potato in the sock. Yeah, we had to drink castor oil sometimes too. Brandy, my home remedy was go lay down since you're sick. Laugh out loud. I can see Maynard doing that. Melly, there no ginger in it, but it fixed my stomach. Laugh out loud. There you go. Aunt Madlock just confirmed it. Castor oil. Yep. Melly, onions in your sock. P for pink. Hold on. I just lost my way. Comedian Tate Boogie said, my dad remedy had us drink milk mixed with Pepsi for stomachs. Oh, wow. Never heard that one. Q. Ginger ale, garlic in the socks, Vicks humidifier tea with a shot of rock and ride. There it is. Poppy. It was brown because it was going bad. What, the liquor? Yeah, I'm confused on that one. Melly, terrible. Lisa, my mom put oil on a cotton ball for earaches. Poppy, baby pee on your face for acne. Definitely heard that one. If you didn't have younger siblings, where was you getting pee from? You was going around asking for a newborn for some pee. Melly, actually, that oatmeal works. Yeah. Lisa Carter, boiled onion and lemon drink. Poppy, toothpaste on pickles. Facts. I'm gonna ask y'all a question. How did you get your ears pierced as a young person growing up in the hood? Because I remember wanting my ears pierced bad in the motherfucker, right? And I'm gonna tell y'all after I read a few more of these comments how I got my ears pierced. And I want to know if anybody else got theirs pierced the same way. Lisa Carter, breast milk to clear up anything wrong on your skin. Where was the milk coming from? Bianca, baking soda for burns and gas. True story. Miss Loretta Hines said, for teething baby, hang an egg in the room where the baby is. The egg will soak up and reduce the carbon in the air and relieve the pressure on the gums. Well, God, that was super scientific right there. I would definitely like to know if that worked. Melly Schuler, P to cure a pink eye. I never did that. I'm never trying that. Shop Talk Podcast. Go to sleep. You will feel better in the morning. Those be on God with facts. Bianca Monroe, of course, that's rock and rye is for. Lisa Carter, cold bath if you had a fever. That works because it brings your temperature down. Tiffany Ann, hot toddy. Yes, I've been drinking rock and rye. Lisa Carter, Melly Schuler. What the fuck? Poppy Montega. When I'm gassy, I lay on my back and pull my knees to my chest, back and forth like a baby. You trying to wiggle the gas out. It's coming, Pop. You just gotta give it a little time. Pop, I don't have no time for that shit. He like, it gotta go. Melly, you, Siobhan, whiskey for tea, and Brandy. We drink hot toddies for fun now. It's our nightly tradition. It's the licks, baby. Rum on baby gums. I heard of that. Mimi Santana 3 6s. I'm lost on a reference, but okay. Help me out. I'll knock your ass right out, and you wake up feeling 100. Damn. Lillian cracking up. Pop, did you try what I told you last week, Big E? Yes, to relieve the pressure for the headache. Yeah, I actually did do that. Lisa Carter, I got Kelsey drunk when my mom said rub rum on her gums. She stopped crying though, didn't she? She was fried like a motherfucker. Probably went to sleep. Classic said hot toddy definitely made you sweat it out. Yup, Bianca, put some tussin in there, laugh out loud. Demetrius, Father John's, yes. Dimetap, Shamban says. That's nickname Tussin. Robitussin with sugar on the spoon, onions, garlic, and ginger tea. A potato sliced in the sock. A potato sliced in the sock. Two for, I guess, for the fever. Lisa Carter, elderberry syrup with Oregon oil, I guess oregano oil. Tiffany Ann Dennis, yeah, is my go-to when someone is getting sick. Tiffany Ann says, Mr. Clement, oh shit, that is the nastiest medicine ever. You better just looking at the bottle so you didn't have to take it. Lisa, I remember they made you sweat it out when you had a fever.
Mm-hmm. Put some goddamn long johns in the sweatsuit and the hoodie on.
Q says, I know we talking about home, but shit, you in school more hours than at home. The school nurse ice, no matter what the hell the problem was. That was giving you ice. Hey, yo,
And that
that's a
little ass
fact,
sandwich
though.
bag. And that little
Yep,
ass
that's a
sandwich
fact.
bag.
Ice for everything. My mom put Vicks on your shot area, saying it would help you from getting sick. Yeah, Anthony Metlock rolled up spider webs to bring down fever. Damn, Lisa Carter, needle and thread. Laugh out loud. I did my sister's second hole. Lisa, you know what? You would be right, but it like you halfway there. So what happened was, since you brought that up, I'll tell you real quick. So what my mom did was, because I only have one ear pierced, and back in the days it was like, if men get their ears, you don't get both pierced, you only get one, and it's got to be the left ear, right? I don't know how many people heard that, but that's what I heard growing up. You have to do one ear, and it has to be the left ear as a man. When I was growing up, you couldn't do both. So I wanted my ear pierced because I wanted a little something in there, a little diamond or something. So my mom sat me down and she took 2 ice cubes and she put those 2 ice cubes on both sides of my ears, and she kept them there till they pretty much melted away. Then she sterilized the needle. You know how she sterilized it? She picked it up. She took a lighter. Poof. She motherfucking cooked that motherfucker till it was black. She took some alcohol, wiped it off with a piece of tissue. She found the perfect spot. She jammed it through there. Halfway through there, she took a piece of straw off the goddamn broom, wiped that down with alcohol, shoved that bitch behind the needle and thread, and clipped the ends, burnt the ends, and they had to stay in there for like 2 weeks until it healed up around them. When I tell you the level of crust that came around my goddamn left ear, I said, Mom, it's infected. You done fucked it up. She said, it's not. That's just how it is. It's straw. It's all natural. Then about 2.5 weeks later, she clipped one in, snatched that motherfucker out, put a piece of, I went on Lancaster Avenue to the jewelry store and got me a little bar. It was because I couldn't afford no diamonds. I wanted a diamond. I couldn't afford a goddamn diamond. And she put the bar in there and she clipped the back on there. And the back was like 2 little circles with a handle, and you pushed on there and it locked in. And that was the way I got my ears pierced back in the day. Definitely. Melly, the gallery, Pearson Pagoda. Nah, it wasn't no gallery for us back then, bro. I mean, it was there. We just couldn't afford to go down there. Here we go. Got mine up Cheltenham. Wait for banana to turn black. Mix it with witch hazel, and it's a pain reliever for joints. So do you eat it or do you just put it on the joints?
Rub it on. Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
Brandy, never heard about the eggs. A dozen of eggs, $7. Baby getting orange. Mimi said 3 6s is just like castor oil. Okay, I didn't know that. Lay down, take a nap. That was always a goddamn remedy. Miss Brandy, they sell 3 6s at Sunray Pharmacy on 52nd Street. Miss Sonia Carroll, hey, rock and rye. Bianca, when I'm sick, I don't give a damn. I'm trying it all. Yeah, if it's gonna help me feel better faster, I won't do the potatoes. I'm allergic to potatoes. Lisa Carter, I'm going to try that. D says, I love the Fresh Prince. Pop said, ice the sandwich bag wrapped in that hard brown paper towel that start coming apart as the ice melt. Yup, talking about the school nurse. Lisa Carter, Tiffany Ann, oregano oil. I can buy the concentrated one and put a few drops. Left Air only. Melly says, Q, perm broomstick twig. Mr. Arika Bright, owner operator of Concrete Rose Company, is in the building. What's up with you, man? Melly says, yo, Tiffany Ann, that's terrible. Sound like torture. Shannon Big Exclusive Run. I didn't feel a thing, Tiff. I didn't feel a thing till it was done. And when I started to feel it is when it started to heal and crust up. There was just a natural scab for me before you could take it off. Loretta said, I remember getting my ears pierced like that with them straws. One of my ears closed, one of them closed up and it had to get redone. Yeah, my ear still hasn't closed after all these years. It's the same piercing you have today, Shannon. It is, and it's only in the left one. I don't have a piercing in my right ear. Miss Hines said, rub it on the joints. That's the overripe black banana and witch hazel oil. And Lisa Carter, last but not least, Slatin crackers, chicken soup from scratch with bones and ginger ale was the go-to sick food. Absolutely right. Flight, you was going to say something?
No, I was reading it. It looked like she was trying to say saltine crack.
Oh, yeah. My bad. I'll be all over the place. But yeah, saltine crack. Yeah, that was another home remedy. Anytime your stomach hurt, you get you some saltines. Saltines, chicken noodles, soup, and that's supposed to make you feel good, right? Ginger ale. Tiffany Ann said, I need a nurse. Molly said, oh shit, I forgot chicken feet. Tiffany Ann cracking up. All right, man, it's that time. We had 8:28. It's time to keep the show pushing. I keep telling y'all I want to do this. Y'all let me know if y'all down with the Big Exclusive Network and the Big Exclusive Podcast. And we already played this trailer because I am definitely excited about this movie. And I want to know if y'all want us to get the theater so we can all watch it together. I need to know kind of like now so we can hurry up and reserve it because I'm sure somebody else is going to have an idea. But take a look.
I spent the last 7 years of my life living out my wildest dreams. Bianca, Rocky, my dad. This was built on their shoulders. Hey, my man, can I help you?
Let me get an autograph.
Nah, I ain't signing no autographs, but you get off my car.
You don't remember me, huh?
Damien. How long were you locked up?
18 years, bro. Just got out last week.
Glad to have you back out, huh?
I know I've been away a long time, but I kept myself in shape. I still got gas in the tank.
Come by the gym. Thank you.
Curious what happened with you two?
I didn't tell you. We was like brothers. I was the best, though. But I never got a chance to prove that. That's cute.
I know what you're doing, Donnie. You don't owe this dude nothing.
Damien's fighting the world and he's trying to hurt people.
I vouch for you. You think you mad? Try spending half your life in a cell. Watching somebody else live your life. I'm coming for everything. You threatening me?
Something is going on with you.
Damien was like family.
Now we past talking.
Then maybe you just have to find him.
Do what I gotta do. Some of my methods you might disagree with me. These are family ties. I recognize mine. I know that they needed me. Traumatic stress, watch it manifest. Got my only fear. I ain't scared of that. Did you hear me yet? I ain't scared of that. Did you hear me yet? What you gonna do? Threaten to take my breath?
I need you to let go of your fear. Let go of the guilt. Let go of whatever was and walk into what is.
I feel those chains are breaking, yeah. Fear God, I don't fear death. I see those stripes and take a step.
Y'all see it. Creed 2. Let me see. Miss Sonia Carroll said, yes, get the theater. Miss Bright said, I'm with it. Definitely love hearing that. Brandy, yes. Creed, I'm in. Q said, I gotta see this movie. Facts, I do too. Bianca, we in there. Tiff, I'm down. That dude a monster. He swole up like crazy for this movie. I don't know. Tiff sound like she a little moist. I said that because Bianca, I don't know if Bianca triggered anymore by that, but yeah. Classic. He said, I'm down. Brandy, Damien looks good as fuck. Yeah, Brandy definitely moist. Lisa Carter said looks good. Ms. Hines said 3. I need to catch up on the first 2. I'm down though. Yes, catch up so you can be down. Brandy, movie looks delicious. Brandy, I see you drooling from here. Okay, calm down. I only want to see it for the co-star. I like him in Harder They Fall. I like them in Lovecraft Country as well. Tiff's moist cracking up. Bianca, nope, y'all done y'all didn't cure me, but it's still a dumbass word. That's dope to hear. I want to see this movie for all the wrong reasons, said Brandy. Lisa said, did you say looks moist? I didn't say looks moist. I said Brandy and Tiffany and moist looking at the trailer. Poppy, I haven't seen no Creeds. Damn, Pop. I guess you wasn't interested, but I could dig it. Bianca said, facts, Brandy. Miss Hines said the same. All right, we're going to delve into this last topic. I feel like this last topic is going to go a little bit. Maybe it won't. I don't know. I don't know how passionate you guys are about this, but it was supposed to be the very first topic. Y'all know how the Big Exclusive podcast goes sometimes. You know, we either on the track or we off the track, and it's perfectly okay to go off the tracks. But Black Power and Black Influence. Black Power and Black Influence. When you hear those words, what does that say to you? What resonates with you when you hear Black Power and Black Influence? Flight, talk to me.
I don't know. When I hear Black Power, I just think of something great, something motivating, something that is should be said loud, proud, and clearly, and yell to the moon and stars when I hear that. Because Black Power is strong.
What happens when you hear white power?
You get a little agitated.
So look, I was looking for something though, because at the end of the skit with on the Chappelle show with Tyrone Biggums, who was the blind black guy who was a white supremacist, he yelled that shit at the end of the scene, white power. Every time I hear that, I think of him, and you know, it's just hilarious to me. Ladies and gentlemen and family, what do y'all think when y'all hear Black Power and Black Influence? Do you think you have Black Power? Do you think you have Black influence? Sonia says we don't have enough of it. Lisa Carter said power. I think Black Panther, the group. Okay. Melly says Denzel Washington comes to mind. Lisa Carter, white sound like K, laugh out loud. You ain't want to add the other couple K's on that one, Lisa? I see you. Bianca Monroe, Black Power, unified, Black influence, trendsetters. Tay Boogie said, unfortunately, I think hip hop and violence, shaking my head. Okay. All right. There's no wrong answer. Brandy, what resonates is Al Sharpton, Farrakhan, Malcolm X, Boondocks. I'm picking up what you putting down, Brandy. Ms. Hines, Black Power, I see as having economic influence, Black influence, having the gift of gab to persuade their followers. Ooh, let me put a star next to that one. Tiffany Ann, Black Power and influence, a Black movement, support, love, unity. It's sad that there's not enough of it. Oh, you didn't have to add the caveat, Tiff, but I love the answer. Lisa, I don't know why. I don't know if they're going to flag me, laugh aloud on hate speech. I got you. So I said, I'm picking up what you putting down, Miss Lisa Carter. Miss Tarika Bright says unity. Lisa Carter, Black influence. I think of those making a way for the future. Okay. All right. Let's see if we got a couple more because I want to play a video for you guys, right? And again, I don't know if you guys caught Poppy Montega's show last Sunday. He brought me in as a guest. I was honored to be on there, and we talked a little bit about that. And you know, I gave my opinion and my thoughts. It's always a great conversation when Poppy and I are able to have dialogue on the station. You guys got to stop thinking though that the shit is World War III between us. Poppy and I are really good friends. That dialogue is healthy. The example in which you should take away from our conversations is one, some sort of knowledge, some sort of takeaway. Chew the meat, spit out the bone, as Angry OG would say. If you know, if it don't apply, let it fly, right? But we have those conversations, and we have that dialogue so that we can present new perspectives on ways to do things, right? At least I hope that's my intent with doing it. Honestly, a couple answers I really enjoyed. I'm gonna take these other couple comments because I want y'all to remember what you just said about what you hear when you hear Black Power and Black influence. Okay, it's a real short video. It's not one of those long ones. But what I say about this video is it perfectly illustrates my feelings towards the culture and speaking to Black Power and Black influence, because we had the conversation as well about, can Black people truly cancel something or somebody or any business? And I keep saying emphatically that it can be done. We just don't have the unity to do it. But hopefully this video will kind of give you a little bit of perspective. So I'm gonna get these couple comments in. Siobhan Mumford says, okay, white power has been, what is that? White power has been, what's that word, Flight? Equivalated to the tear down of our people. Black power is equivalated to the empowerment of our people. Thank you, she says to her. Miss J. Swinton said, Black power sounds like community structure for the collective. Black influences sound like what any one of us can have if we're operating within our purpose and abilities. Let me go ahead and put a gold star next to that one. So I'm gonna show y'all this video. Remember what y'all thought of it, and then we're gonna come back and have a quick conversation about it. Please stick around. Perfect time to tag your friends and share again if you haven't done so. Check this out.
This response here is something I said about Black power and Black influence, okay? I'm gonna give you one simple example how powerful the Black community in America is. Just retail spending power. That coin, that money is power. Now look at this. Right here on top of Google, the African American population, yes, historically held an extremely powerful position in the retail marketplace, excuse me. Look at this. You guys, the Black community, known to drive trends across food, beauty, media, and more. Okay, this is just one aspect of Black power. Look at this. The projected reach by 2024 is 1.8 trillion. That's a T, y'all. $1 trillion. $1.8 trillion. Part of this thread here, I stated that Blacks in America, yes, African Americans, they can create or destroy any company in the United States of America if they wanted to, if they acted collectively. $1.8 trillion is no freaking joke. Do you agree?
Now, and I would ask, based off your responses to the original question that I asked, do you guys feel differently about Black power and Black influence? Oak Lane Rizzy, all right, it's a first timer. We got to make sure we show Oak Lane some love and welcome him to the podcast. This one's for you, Oak Lane Rizzy. And let's kind of discuss really quickly your comment. It says, ain't no black power without black force. I wish I could. Well, hey, so Mimi, do me a favor. See if we can find Oak Lane Rizzy on Facebook. Let's get him the link. Let's inbox him the link somehow. Send it to him somehow. Hopefully, Oak Lane Rizzy, if you're still listening, check your message requests. My producers get ready to send you a link. I would love for you to come in and kind of, because I don't want to assume to know what you're talking about, especially you being a first-time listener. But we welcome all dialogue here. Ain't no black power without without force. So Mimi, just let me know if in the private chat if you was able to find them and if he's okay with coming in and talking to us. Brandy, it's not enough of it because too many people are looking for something back or acknowledgement when they support black power / influence. Everything is not about gain. Thank you, Mimi. I appreciate you. Thank you, Brandy, for that comment. Melly probably meant equivalent. Thank you, Melly. I appreciate that. Tarika, I appreciate you tagging folks in. I see you. Miss J. Swinton, white power sounds like a community working together to have a solid structure. Tiffany Ann. So with that information, why can't we be a united front to make a difference? Comedian Tay Boogie, mine's still the same. Appreciate you, brother. Melly, yes, our money is extremely long when it comes to spending in areas where it really matters, but we don't value ourselves enough to use it and manipulate our power. Thanks, Melly. Appreciate that. Miss Bright, I'm not sure where the disconnection is, but unity, I'm assuming, is the way. We need not to be competition. It destroys our power. Couldn't agree more. Oak Lane Rizzy, power needs to be forced. Miss Kalila Purnell. Good evening, Miss Kalila Purnell. Salute to you and all the great things you got going on. 26 shares. Y'all showing out tonight. I appreciate that. Brandy said Kathy Hughes is constantly on the ready talking about, I'm guessing radio, talking about the black spending power. It's real. We are the culture. Look at that, a gold star. Ms. Hines, no, the black community hold more power than we realize and don't, than realized and don't realize the economic and voting strength we have. We get diminished, tricked, and etc. keep us from seeing the power we hold. Unity is all we need to make a critical power move. Poppy, black power will come with black ownership. Black influence is our celebrities. I agree with half of that, Poppy. I agree with half of that. Pop always have like some really great in-depth. The one thing I'll say about Pop, he's second and third level thinking. I like to try to keep it, surface level to an extent so that I make sure I'm coming off clear and concise. Miss Bright said, that's the goal, Miss Tiff. We need unity. So now, when I always think about black power, there's a couple things I want to say first. And that's just referring back to the conversation Pop and I had. First, I'd like to say that ultimately we have to stop thinking that exactly what Ms. Hines says, that our vote doesn't count. These people been whooping our ass with the pen since they invented government. And we keep missing the point. Like she said, we keep letting them trick us out of our voting power and showing our strength. Number two, Angry OG always makes the point that once they get into Washington, they change. They don't push our agenda anymore because they get corrupted. And I say that's a human trait. It happens to everybody. Here's how I counter that. You have to put enough of them in there to pressure them to use that influence, right? To stay in line with our agenda. So that's the first thing. The second thing, which I feel like is the most important, is people always ask you, how can we change it? We don't have the power to change it. This man just reminded y'all that we're responsible for $1.8 trillion. He didn't say in the United States, he said worldwide. Because one thing we fail to realize is that we push the culture. Every culture. Everything that we do is looked at, emulated, and appropriated. You don't believe me? Take a few minutes to just think about it. Everything that we do is copied, emulated, and appropriated. If we say, let's just make up, if we say Team Taking Flight is the hottest new clothing line and we only wearing that, guess what? We as a culture sends that to the stratosphere. What happens? How does that happen? Because we make everything better. We make everything cool. Black men and women make everything look good. No argument. Please don't argue. So then what happens? Flight and his company goes to the moon. Quick question, Flight. Who you hiring? Who you hiring in your company once it starts to go that way?
Again, if that was the case, then I would keep it in house.
We would keep it in house. We would only hire black and brown.
I would hire within, because again, if they're going to push me to skyrocket, then why not, cut all the
Now, let
middlemen out?
me add a caveat to that. Qualified black men and women to do the job. We got a special guest. I appreciate this brother for coming on. I want to bring him in right now. Welcome Oak Lane Rizzy to the Big Exclusive Podcast. Rizzy, what's up?
What's up?
How you feeling tonight, good brother?
I'm good.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate
You
you
look like
tuning
you can
in.
be
What
my
got you
uncle.
over
What
here? What got you over here, good brother?
I'm the one that made the power comment.
Right, but what brought you into the podcast tonight?
Oh, my homie Mayor, he my homie Warren, he tagged me.
Shout out to Warren, aka Mr. Cheese, and the Rabbit Hole 13 each and every Wednesday night at 9 o'clock, only on the Big Exclusive Network. Shout out to him. So I appreciate you coming on. You made the comment, right? That I'm gonna let you speak for yourself. You here now. Right?
We always talk about black power, right?
Right.
But power needs to be forced.
Okay.
We can say, oh, black power. Where is the force? America, the universe runs off of forces. Think about it. Police, force. Firefighting, that's a force. Water, that's a force. Electric, that's a force. Gas, that's a force. Some entity controls these forces. So if we have power, who is controlling the power to force it to the other people, to the masses? We don't have it. We can say it just for feel good speeches like black power. But when it comes down to it in reality, we have no true power. Like, yes, we can take our money that we make that has a slave master on it, and use it for stuff. Like, we can buy some land, we can buy guns, you can buy agriculture, you can buy all that stuff. But at the end of the day, the person who controls that is the guy.
Okay, so
when are we going to control some stuff to really implement our black power?
That is a great analogy, bro. I got a question. What does that force look like? Because when I heard force, I immediately assumed it meant like violence or hostile takeovers or something like that. What does that force look like?
All that. Think about it. No. Look at the demographic of people who running stuff right now. Did they do it by asking, working hard? Force.
All right. So then my follow-up question would be, how does that force look? Like, what happens? Let's just say what does that force look like? What's the Miss Kalila just asked? So what's the solution?
The solution is what everybody knows. You're gonna have to. I can't probably say it because they ban you or block you and all that, but you're gonna have to kill the other motherfucker.
So are we? So am I to assume that what we're talking about is the United States government?
Yes,
A
and in the
hostile
Constitution,
takeover.
it states
Uh-huh.
any government official that shows acts of tyranny, you
Tyranny.
can overthrow them.
Yep. Got you.
Why are we
Understood.
not overthrowing them?
Let me ask you this. Do you think we have let's say this. We as a community of people was able to buy every available gun. I'm talking submachine, automatics, whatever. We were able to purchase every single gun available in this country. What does that look like? At
Why
that
are you
point,
purchasing guns? Why are we not learning how to make some?
all right, let's do that. Let's say we know how to make them. We can make unlimited bullets. We can make unlimited guns. Do we storm the White House and take the president? Do we
Everybody.
Everybody
that ain't with it. That ain't with it. Gotta go.
So what do we do with the military?
You're gonna have to rumble them.
Huh?
You're gonna have to die. You're gonna have to rumble them.
So you think collectively, all the black people in this country, with all the unlimited guns and ammunition, can defeat the United States Army or the military as a whole?
Isn't there black people in the military too? Why
absolutely.
They in there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Get them out of there. Why are they in there? Tell them to come on.
Take them all out. Take them all out. They coming to fight with us. They coming to fight with us.
We got a chance now.
You still think we got a chance? Okay.
So
I think that's very optimistic. I think that's very
gotta be. We gotta you gonna have to do
and I
something.
think that
we could sit there and talk till we blue in the face, but if you ain't think about it, back to what I'm saying. Look at all the other demographics and how they are in power is all because they took some shit by force.
Okay, and for the sake of argument, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And you talking those other cultures who took it by force happen to be what color?
They Caucasians.
Right. Now,
I'm
personally of the mindset that if we manufacture guns, unless we come up with some new age shit or we got some new technology, I think that the government handles us fairly. I mean, the U.S. military handles us fairly easily. And I think that's an unnecessary sacrifice, because what I keep trying to get people to understand, and again,
why is it unnecessary?
We need, huh?
Why is it unnecessary?
No, let me explain. I feel like there are going to be, soldiers. We're gonna need soldiers in the ultimate fight for power, right? But what I'm saying to you is, I don't give a fuck. We had unlimited ammunition. The shit that the United States military has in its possession is for fighting other countries and other militaries. The technology that's available to them won't be available to us, and they would handle us fairly easily. What I'm proposing is, and again, it's going to be sacrifice needed. There's going to be sacrifices that we need to make as a people. Some of us are going to have to be martyrs for the cause. And what I'm saying to you is, for every opportunity that we thought we had, how did they strike it down? They struck it down with laws and legislations.
And
right?
That's part of their force.
That's what I'm saying. They whooping our ass with the pen. At what point are we going to realize that we need to get some pens in our hands as well, or some people that represent us with some pens in our hand to actually write the laws and legislations we need?
Now that goes.
How do we do that?
That goes with my second part of what I was about to say about force.
Okay.
In order to do that, you would need. First we would have to study our enemy. We all went to school And we all know that we have legislative, executive, and judicial, 3 branches of government, right?
Yes, sir.
We all know that if you really look at the things that America has, like the 3 branches of government, they have a constitution, right? Because the constitution is the paperwork that you would use abroad telling other motherfuckers like this was going to happen if you fuck with our people. That's what the constitution is really for. It's to protect you from other people and other things.
Right.
So you need your constitution, you would need your branches of government, and what else do they have to protect all that? The army,
the military. Yes, absolutely.
And what do you need to protect that army? You need a banking system. So us as black people, why don't we get those things? Like get a banking system.
See what you just said? See what you just said?
Yeah,
that is ultimately the root cause of why we don't have power, bro. So you want to like
we
I
are own worst
understand.
enemies. I think
I
what happened is
understand the Rambo reaction. You want to get all the guns, we're gonna take this shit over. Then what?
That's what I said. That's first. That's first.
What's
let
first?
me ask you this.
So what's
Getting
first?
your army together is first.
Listen, there's never been a victor of any war throughout history who didn't have a large enough war chest to sustain a war. Would you agree?
Peep game.
Would you agree?
Yeah, you got
okay. So now you said we get all the guns, we manufacturing guns. Where do we get the manufacturing facilities from?
That's what I'm saying.
It's 200 of us going to run into Smith and Wesson and take that over.
You could.
For how long? About 6
you
hours.
mean to tell me? Hold up.
About 6 hours for they hit you like Osage Avenue.
Are you from Philly?
I absolutely am.
Okay, you know Philly had the worst riots when it came down to that George Floyd stuff, right?
Yes, sir.
There was the military, the cops, nothing could stop us. We all seen that on TV.
They weren't.
I don't think they were trying to either.
They weren't trying to stop us.
You're imposing that we kill, we go shoot them and kill them, and
right.
So I don't.
At that point,
I mean, didn't they do that to us?
No. You can't cherry pick, bro. You can't cherry pick.
Oh, now we can't cherry pick, but
No.
they can.
So let me ask you this: in your world, let me ask you this:
cherry picking, bro.
White people
changing
cherry
the narrative.
I'm gonna take
changing the narrative.
I'm gonna take some Southwest.
Because listen, let me say something to you real quick. You right in what you saying. Let me establish that you're right in what you're saying. I agree with you. The way you going about it,
yep,
we'll all be dead before we ever realize anything.
Right.
We're gonna die anyway.
What you gonna do? Listen. So what are we dying for?
Look,
what are we dying for?
You're dying. You will be dying to put the power into the next.
There is no next man, bro.
Up.
What you gonna do with the Air Force? What you gonna do with the Air Force?
Think about
what you gonna do with the Air Force? What you gonna do with the drones? What you gonna do with the guns that can shoot around the corner?
You thinking
the bombs?
But when you thinking with fear in your mind already, you already lost.
I'm not thinking with fear. I'm thinking with intelligence, bro.
And logic.
The way you beat them, bro. The way you beat them,
you ain't gonna beat them with no brains and all that. You gonna need power, force. Go do it. It don't take a drawn out plan to go and take and kill. Lil Terrell and Lil Mook and them, they can get 5 niggas in the car. They got 60 clips and all that on them, and they ain't make a plan.
Where they buy the cars from?
Kill them niggas on
Where they buying the cars from?
Right around the corner and drop 200 bullets. So do that shit to the other demographics that's running your life. All the cops live in the city.
Bro, that's hilarious. That's hilarious, right?
I mean, we can get in the car and kill each other.
But
I always
let me ask you this.
Killing niggas.
Quick question.
How many white people have you killed?
Quick question. And again, that statement I could definitely get on board with, bro. It's not about just don't give me the black on black crime. Proximity determines crime.
That don't ain't no such thing.
Let me just say this.
Black on black crime. It's crime.
Let me just say this. The plan is to manufacture the guns so we can make unlimited guns and unlimited bullets and start killing them. So this is what you're telling me. collectively from coast to coast, from the furthest point north of the United States to the furthest point south of the United States. We're all going to be all on one accord, run up in these places collectively,
run down,
and kill everything.
Run down.
Let me ask you a question.
That's what General Butt Naked doing.
Let me ask you a question. Nah, listen, bro. Listen, I'm not giving you no pushback. I just got questions. How many homies you got?
How many homies I got?
How many homies? Like your tight circle, niggas you trust, niggas you fuck with super heavy. How many of y'all is it?
Me like a motherfucker.
Just you?
I don't trust nobody.
Okay, so you don't have no homies.
Yeah, I got homies, but I don't trust nobody.
I'm not asking you who you trust.
Oh, okay.
I said, how many homies you got?
Like 5.
You're 5 homies. These your boys. It's my mans in them. It's the tight circle, right? I'm gonna offer you a challenge, right? I'm gonna offer you a challenge. I want you to get you and your 5 homies, right? And I want y'all to come up with a plan to buy a piece of property in the city by March. These your boys. I want y'all to make that plan to buy a piece of property inside of Philadelphia by March. Don't matter. Listen, just don't run up and try to take it, okay? I need y'all around. I need you to come back. I need you to discuss and see if you was able to make that happen. Okay, so you think you got enough power and influence to do that?
Mm-hmm.
To get you and your 5 homies to come up with a plan, execute that plan, and to purchase a piece of property by March. My man, Oak Lane Rizzy, listen.
I could do that.
You
I already done that.
You family to the show, bro. You family to the show, and I appreciate you coming on.
Thank you, man. Definitely.
We're gonna continue this discussion because it really is a discussion that needs to be had. My personal opinion, I think it has to come to some sort of violence at some point.
Thank you.
But in my way of thinking, it's going to come at a point when it's too late for them to do anything about it. They're going to be desperate. They're just going to be flailing like children. You understand what I'm saying? And at that point, all we got to do is get them out the way.
Well, if we don't want to use the violence tactic, we can go another way. And it was a system I had came up with back in the day, and everybody called me crazy for it. I said,
talk to me, man. We don't call you crazy. I said,
don't buy shit. Don't buy nothing.
Anybody watch Poppy Show Sunday? I said that exact same thing, bro.
Don't buy shit.
Damn sure don't think you crazy. I said the exact same thing. Now, what I said was keep your essentials, keep the roof, right? Keep the job,
the car,
keep the kids fed,
the guns.
Don't buy anything that isn't essential for sustaining life.
Like Balenciagas.
You
don't need a pair of sneakers that cost $2,600.
I know you're not crazy.
You don't need a hair weave that costs $3,600.
Talk to him.
And you live on Lippincott Street in North Philly some fucking where. You live on Garnett Street and you have a Maserati.
Hey,
you should get your ass whipped.
Talk to him.
All day.
Talk to him.
$600,000 car and you live in Southwest on Whitney. You need your ass whipped. Your car should not cost more than your house.
Huh?
You need your ass whipped. Like I got land in the Dominican Republic, but I walk around like I'm broke than a motherfucker.
Say that.
And I got 2 jobs.
Say that.
Ain't nothing wrong with having a job.
Nothing.
These niggas think, oh, I ain't working for nobody. But when your ass get locked up and you go upstate, you're gonna be working for a quarter a day.
Less.
It's 13 now.
There it is. So the whole reason for me showing that video tonight was to show how impactful Black people are to the global economy. Because the minute we say it, you could take it from every fucking aspect, from sneakers to liquor to cars to clothes to jewelry. We can effectively, the man said, we can destroy any company on the planet if we
Just by not buying shit.
collectively said no.
Facts. I've been saying that for almost a decade, and people been giving me hell, bro.
So here's the thing.
Well, what we gonna use for sneakers? I'm like,
here's the thing. Listen, sneakers are essential, right? But what I'm saying is,
you don't need the ones that cost $2,000.
Thank you. You don't need the ones that cost 200. Motherfucking the richest motherfuckers, like you see them, the Gateses and the Bezos and the Zuckerbergs, bro.
They shop at Kmart, bro.
Thank you.
Bill Gates right now. All his wardrobe is from Walmart.
Here's the key to all of this. When it comes to spending, anyway, we have to make it okay for us to dress that way. We don't buy that like, listen, some people, all of us, every once in a while want to splurge and we want to look nice. And we want to buy something that we presume is quality. But if I tell you H&M get the same shirt, I'm sorry, Balenciaga get the same shirt that H&M has, would that change your mind on the value of it? Because you're not paying for the quality. I mean, you're not paying for, you're not paying for the quality.
You're paying for the name.
You're paying for the name and the prestige of the name. We as a people need to make sure that we accept each other no matter what we wearing, because at that point, we got to shift the culture into thinking that's important. They trick us so bad. They trick us so, we all hear the story. What's bad investments, right? A car is one of the worst investments you can make, right? Because you buy a brand new 2023 Tahoe for $85,000.
As soon as you take it off the lot,
it's worth 60. Hey, what happened? What? You can buy a used car that's good and just maintain it. You know,
I told people that you can buy a car like a car that's cost $4,500, but if you did the Carfax and all that on it and look at that car, be like, damn, pay $4,500, but it's worth $15,000. You just made an investment.
So let me address this comment. All the shooters start buying the all-white track shoes, and now the price go up. That's economics, and that's true. But the great thing about the country we live in,
it's a capitalist society, though.
Thank you. So if they were selling for $20 and now he done hiked the price up, there's somebody out there making those same shoes.
Same shoes, right?
Same shoes.
Still at that same price point, right?
I tried to
It's
tell
like
people,
the weed man, right? You go to the weed man up the block. He out there like, I got the Zaza. It's all in presentation and how you sell it.
Right.
It's $60 an eighth. Man, 2 blocks further down, got the same exact shit. Here's only $20 an eighth.
Right.
So what I'm saying is we have to understand, and we just got to stop being lazy. We just got to stop being lazy.
Convenient. It's convenient.
I said that. I said on my Facebook page, I said America gets rich off America's laziness. If everybody will be willing to do that shit themselves, the motherfuckers that's in power couldn't really be in power because nobody would need their shit. So this is probably one of the reasons why Kanye West said white lives matter.
Yeah, see, you done brought up Lord Voldemort, bro. That's a trigger for me. That's a trigger for me.
No, but
but I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. And I'm gonna say this to you. Bad example, bro. Choose somebody else.
No, but look. I know everybody.
He trying to drag me into this shit, Flight.
No, but look.
He campaigning.
He's saying white lives matter.
You done turned your neck and everything.
It's gonna sound bad to people, but think about it. White lives do matter. They're on your money. They're on your back. They're on your head. They're in your car. They're on your feet. They're in your house. You pay Pico, that's a white motherfucker. You pay PGW, those are white people. You pay PWD, ran by white people. Street, white people. The ass splun, the people who cut the tree, those are all white people. They're surrounding us. They own the guns, they own the police, they own the government. They basically damn near trying to control how you think. So if we look at it, they do matter.
Sir.
You gotta go to their hospitals.
Rizzy.
You gotta go to their banks.
Rizzy.
You got a debit card, right?
Rizzy, you just
I know
said
you got a credit card, nigga.
You
all right then. That ain't no black system.
Hey, listen.
That's the white man.
All right. So okay, you said white lives matter for those reasons. What we gonna do about all of that once you kill them all?
Now then they won't matter no more. They're gone.
What happens when they kill you?
Thank you, Mimi.
Then I'm gone. I don't matter anymore. What matters is what I said and my legacy that I left.
But you do know black people don't like to read.
And that's another problem we have.
So what's wrong with putting it all on video?
Well, that's the thing. We could definitely put shit on video and do like a video step-by-step John of what people can do.
So listen,
a visual book. I'm about to say, but then let me
documentaries and
let me
lectures.
ask you this. Well, so what happens when I want to be the man? Because we have a problem with that too. So you say we all come together. I just don't like the way you want to go about it. Now what? Am I going against the grain? Are you going to kill me because I'm going against
Am I the boss?
You imply?
Am I the leader? Am I the leader around this time?
For argument's sake, yes, you the leader. For argument's
you the leader. Out of there. I will Harriet Tubman the shit out you. You got to go. We can't have no margin for error. If and that's the problem. A lot of people a lot of people say
I wasn't ready for this.
We need leaders, but in order to have leaders, you need followers. So we're gonna need people to listen. We're gonna need people to take out and carry out orders. If you are in the way of that, you got to go. You got to go. We ain't got time to be thinking about and talking and trying to get you on point. You got to go. Bow! Get him out of here. He got to go. He gonna be a problem.
Oak Lane, Rizzy, buckle up. Flight, buckle up. I'm fitting to go off screen because this don't sit right with me. But let's bring in Lord Blackamore.
Did somebody say my name?
No, we did not, sir.
Someone said Lord Baltimore.
I don't know where you come from. I that was a tongue slip. But let me say this to you, Lord.
Why are you hiding, man?
Lord Voldemort. Why are you here? Why are you here?
You're both right.
This nigga high. Crack kid.
We have to destroy the system and rebuild it from the ground up.
Hey, wait. Oh, all right. It's a regular red hat. All right, Lord Voldemort.
Hat, bro.
Listen, I said
Blackamore.
Oh no, I thought it was one of those "Make America Great Again" because your head was up. We can only see the underbrim for a second.
Oh, me?
Yeah, it was up. I know this nigga don't got no MAGA hat on, but let's do this. Lord Voldemort Blackamore is in here. I said the nigga name, so now I got to deal with it. Let's give him the floor. Let's give him the floor. And let's see what he got to say.
Both of you guys are right. We have to destroy the system and rebuild it from the ground up. And whoever doesn't like it, off with their heads.
Well, damn. So let's handle this like some. We can handle this like gentlemen, or we
You
can
hear
get
my
to some
demon
gangster
dogs?
shit. We can handle this like gentlemen, or we can get to some gangster shit.
Mr. Rizzy, we're ready for war, brother.
He sound like
I'm
Hulk
with you,
Hogan.
Rizzy.
Hey, Rizzy, this is what you asked for, bro.
Yo, this nigga crazy.
He want to tear it down.
We're gonna put him on the front line, right in the front of the tank. Just like an emblem. Just have you right on front of the joint. Push you
So
right
listen,
in the front line.
Let's be serious for a second. I have a question. Everybody, like you and Rizzy agree, and Blackamore, you said we both right. So what I'm not hearing is a cohesive plan to actually see this through. It doesn't have to be comprehensive, doesn't have to be detailed. I need at least an outline of how we make this happen. Can I get that, please?
I got one.
Talk to him.
All right. I say we'll get our pointers from the Jew. They don't spend no money outside of their community until it circles in their community 26 times. We need to do that. Set up some trust funds. You see what I'm saying? Like set up some trust funds. We don't do that. Most black people don't even know what a trust fund is or how to acquire one. We need to put our money in, like we have to trust somebody with the money, just like how we trust the pastor with our offering, how we trust like in Philadelphia alone, we spend about what $12 billion on church alone. And none of that money come back to the hood. We need some type of like positive reinforcement, some money going back to the community. Then we can build our own infrastructures.
Nah. Slow down. Fundamentally,
you got to start with the money.
Listen, we on the same page when you say we got to start with the money. I got no disagreement in that area. You said we got to make the money circulate in our neighborhoods 26, 27 times before it leaves.
Yeah.
How do you go about that?
All right. Tell it like you got to make motherfuckers not. It's hard to not
make.
It's gonna be hard to make people do shit, but like try to persuade, I say, people not to buy shit that don't mean shit. Like you like say you got $20,000 to your name, but you like this chain that costs $18,000, and you know that chain gonna give you mad dick eats and all that. People gonna be but it's 90-something% of your bread.
What's the residual income on dick eats and
this
likes?
This how black people think. We more focused on
you see how the more you talk, the more problems
bad.
you come up with. You see how like the more you talk, the more problems you come up with when it comes to our community. So it's not an easy task, right?
So it's not, but
you have to address each one of those things along the way, right?
Exactly.
Now,
so
with that being said,
part, like
when does the force come in?
Now that's back to the militia thing. If we really want this shit to change like almost overnight, you're gonna need force. You're gonna need to make motherfuckers do it.
But at what stage in the outline does the force come?
What you mean?
At what stage in the plan does the force come?
It depends on what route you taking. Like if you want that shit right now, then you force right now. Like five of us right now.
You pretty much
real with you.
So you just Nino Brown and everybody. You just going in, kicking in doors and waving guns and just either get down or lay down. Basically, is what you're saying.
JBM did it.
The force,
but you need to do it in a bigger.
Where they at right now? How did they sustain that? They did. Force is going to have to come in. It's going to be the very last thing that we do. Force is going to come last because it doesn't have a choice but to come last. The most powerful thing that we can do is shift the way the money flows.
That's what I was saying about the 26th time in your neighborhood.
Yeah, and now again,
But you said make people.
How do you do that?
Yeah, I was saying if you don't, if he asked another question.
Rizzy,
That's why I said make people.
How do we get the culture to do it though? That's what they ask you. They're not saying that you're wrong, but the thing is, like, what's the plan? How do we get that message across to the culture so we can do that?
And more importantly, how do we get the money to circle that many times in our community?
And what are we spending the money on to circle in the community? So what are some of the attributes? Or if you got a store, you got a McDonald's, you got a you got a bodega, you got a flower pot, you got somebody growing fruit, you got somebody.
That's what I'm thinking. Look around look into your neighborhood, right? And look for the things that need help, where things can be approved. And then
so
you
stop right there. Hold on. Stop right there. Stop right there. That goes back to what Shannon was saying. If we buy the land, then we own it. We got the bodega. We got the So if we're buying all the land, then we own all those things. So now that residual income is flowing even more. So now but hold on, we just move ahead of the line. So if we go back to the drawing board and we get some land and we buy some property, and now that's going right into what you're saying now. So if I got the land, if all four of us own 4 different properties on the same block, then now guess what? We can put your plan into place. We can spend that money with Shannon, with Poppy, with you, and then with me. And we keep doing that. Circle, 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 circle. So now guess what? That money has now grown. So now guess what? If Poppy steps out and he grabs 2 more properties, and then you go out and you grab 2 more properties, guess what? We're starting to blossom and grow to make that money go 26, you said? Now it's 38. Because now we got more of the land. So you have to own.
Now, keep in mind, Flight is absolutely on the right path. That makes absolute sense. But if we all 4 of us, like he said, got the properties, our next purchase should be the stuff that can sustain the neighborhood.
Yep.
Don't spend your money in the Poppy store, right? Instead of buying the house, we get the little mini mart.
I was about to say
station. We get the supermarket, right? We get everything that we need to sustain, to keep that manufacturers who manufacture food. Agriculture. Look, rooftop gardens in some areas, especially if you take a look at
Northern Liberties.
If you take a look at the upper Northwest in Washington State, and you take what they're doing as far as urban farming, it's incredible, right? But the point is, if you want that money to stay in the community, to actually circulate that many times, you have to have the Black-owned businesses for us to buy and keep it in that loop. You understand what I'm saying? So that has to happen. Now, the question becomes, we need economic freedom. How do we get economic freedom? How do we get the capital to actually start to get the purchasing power?
We already got the capital,
the money.
Black people spend $1.2 trillion a year on white people.
And okay, so here's the thing. You
Redirect
said it earlier.
Spending habits.
You said it earlier. We have to hold on to the money. Right? We have to, like, just imagine if all 4 of us on the screen went 1 full year without spending any money on anything but the absolute necessities to sustain life, how much money we could have saved and put away.
I did that already. You'll have $33,000 saved up.
You don't know that because you don't know how much we make.
I'm just talking. No, I'm talking about not off of what you make. I'm just talking about just going average regular day shit, like smoking weed, get your cigarettes, your
okay, so yeah, let's run with the 33 grand. Let's run with the 33 grand. So You talking that's 33, 66, 99. We have over $100,000 to spend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's where it get tricky with our people. And this is why we lead by example. We lead with, let me just show you, right? Because I've done it, or us four have done it, and we could take the blueprint and infect everybody else, and it works its way out. So who decides what to do with the money?
That's my point. I said that before. Black people don't trust one person with the bread. You got to trust one person with the bread, not worry about what he's going to do with it.
That's not true. That's not necessarily true, bro, because what has to happen is collectively we have to decide what's best to do with that money.
With the money. Right.
But
according to you, sir, you said force everybody. Fuck them. Force them.
Right. That don't work. So here's the thing.
That could work though. How are you gonna say it don't work if you didn't try it yet?
So Oak Lane Rizzy, you from Uptown, right?
Yeah, like a motherfucker.
What happens when anybody from Uptown try to force anybody from Uptown to do anything?
What you mean?
If I came to you and tried to force you to do anything, what's your next move?
Force me to do what? Like
anything.
Like stop spending money on dumb shit.
If I force you,
anything, bro.
Anything. If I force you to switch to almond milk, what's going to be your response? If I force you to, if you was dating a white woman and I forced you to break up with that white woman and date a black woman, what's your move? If I force you to take your kids out of school to go somewhere else, what's your next move?
But force like how I was saying force, or force how you were saying force.
Man, however you meant force.
You're going to get that same force right back.
But you keep trying to lead with force, bro.
But this is the thing. Overwhelming force is what I'm talking about.
Where's
that you can't protect yourself from. You're going to reform.
Where's the overwhelming coming from?
That's when you get a whole... All right, look.
In the context of this conversation, bro, we was talking about us four.
Oh, it's just us four. Like, you ain't going to be able to... One person not going to be able to force one person, bro.
So why do you keep trying to lead with force?
Because I'm not talking about one person forcing one person. I'm talking about a multitude of people forcing a certain amount of people. I don't need a whole bunch.
Bro. Force. The point is, force don't work.
How do you know that if you didn't try it?
When was the last time anybody forced you to do anything?
The police. They forced me to get in that goddamn car over there. What are you talking about? When I was in jail, they forced me to go to bed at 9 o'clock. I didn't fight back neither. All right, I'm going to bed like that.
And why was that?
Because of the consequences.
You were trying to collect that. In this example you given, you was trying to accomplish a goal with the police?
What you mean? No, I was trying to stay free.
What are we talking about, bro?
You asked the questions.
Okay, I asked you. When was the last?
I'm just saying, stop asking questions with fear in your mind. You can't be scared, bro. You're gonna have to go through and take some shit. And white men took some shit, bro. That's all I'm saying. They took our shit with force. They ain't come with no questions. Well, what if we take the black peoples? And what if we don't do? And what if they gather up? And what if they be smart enough to put their money together? They not worrying about none of that.
How do you think?
We are never going. When you ask questions like that, and you wait and you wait and you wait, the more we talking about force and this, that, and the third, white man coming up with the plans to show you they force.
And in the meantime, wait, where's that echo coming from?
They showing us our force, their force, and they rubbing it in our face. They force us with the money. They force us with TV. Programming, they force us with the banking system, with religion. How many people won't fuck with somebody because somebody pray to a different god?
Mic check. For some reason that's me echoing.
Like, think about it. Look at jail. Jail is very segregated. In a place where a lot of black people should be coming together, they not coming together.
That shit very segregated, and the white man still run everything and tell you what to do. Force. That's a force to me. Everything that you do in life is governed by a force.
Oak Lane, I think you got it. Go out and come back in.
What you mean?
Like click like I'm gonna take you off the stream, but click that link again and come back in. Because I think you got it open in another app or something.
Hold on. Is it echoing?
Yeah.
Yo.
Is it still? We still? Yeah, the echo is gone. Yeah, I think he had it open in another app. Keep talking about fear. You keep talking about fear, but you did what the correctional officer said, I guess. Mic check.
Yo.
Yeah, we good now.
All
right. Pop.
I was just letting you rock, Miss Carter. I'm sorry.
No, what I was saying was, what was the question? The force question again, right?
I'm about to say, go ahead. Poppy had something to say.
Oh shit.
No, I really think y'all both on the same page in a sense, but I only disagree with you in one part, Mr. Rizzy. I feel like you were saying earlier, Big Exclusive, the force come in later in a form of protection, protecting what we already obtained. You dig what I'm saying? Because like even with force, it's like, all right, where do we start as far as obtaining that force that you're talking about? This massive force, like it's still how do we get the culture as a whole to do the same exact thing? To me, getting that force is the same thing as getting everybody to stop trying to buy at the same time. Is it doable? Yeah, but that's a hard task, bro. So like y'all was saying earlier, we obtain the resources, we obtain the land, and we start putting together the army to keep them out. You dig what I'm saying? Because when we think about when Black Wall Street and all that, we didn't have no protection.
Thank you.
So when they rallied together, they came through and you know what I mean?
All I'm saying is, if you look at any great nation, they all had a powerful force protecting them.
That's what I'm saying.
The Africans had the Magi.
Not going out to take.
The Africans had the Magi. The Italians, they had their army. The Romans, they had their army. Everybody had an army first, and then they established their government and their economy and their currency and their constitution.
These people you talking about, they also had land too. We don't have nothing,
the land.
bro.
They took the land.
What did they have before they took all that land? They didn't have nothing.
They ain't had nothing.
So let me ask you.
What time period are you talking about?
I'm talking about human existence.
Wait. Let's take a step back because that's a whole nother rabbit hole. The question I have, because I feel like you keep skipping steps, right? And ultimately, out of nowhere, this great army is going to materialize, right? And when you talk about these great armies, they had great what? Leaders. They had charismatic people who could bring them together by showing them and teaching them that it's a different way, right? Now, in the context of this conversation, when I asked you, when was the last time you were forced to do anything, you completely changed the narrative to fit your argument. So you made the straw man argument. What I'm asking you is, which is relative to this conversation, when we talking about bringing our people together as a whole, you're not going to be able to lead with force and force. I don't give a fuck if it's 100,000 of us. You're not going to be able to force people into your way of thinking. If you want people to accept your way of thinking, you have to be a great leader, which means you have to effectively communicate the mission.
Okay, so was Hitler a great leader?
Hold on.
Because he did everything you're saying.
You have to yes, Hitler was a great leader, bro. He misused that power, But yes, how do you think he rose to power? Hitler was an extremely charismatic. He didn't
Hitler
take. Where did he
was
get
a
an army from to
taker,
take it?
bro.
Bro, you
He
make
was a murderer.
this revisionist history, bro. It's revisionist history. Don't do that,
Joseph
bro.
Stalin?
Don't do that, bro.
That was his homie.
Don't do that, bro.
He had land and facilities too.
Don't do that, bro.
That they took.
See how you keep
They
changing
asked nobody. They didn't purchase any land. They stole it.
Listen, you keep talking about these armies. So you mean to tell me it's 10.2 million people black people in America? Just like that, we all get on the same accord.
See, that's a straw man argument. You know that's not gonna happen.
Just like you know it's bullshit what you saying, bro.
No, it's not, bro. Things have to be done by force. You live in a community that has forces. Do you or do you not live in a answer my question now? Do you or do you not live in a community that is governed by forces?
No.
Bro,
you don't.
No.
Bro,
well, what is the water? What is water going to your crib? What is that? What will water going to your crib be listed as? Water is a force, bro.
Rizzy, your analogy is correct.
No. See, it's common sense. We got to get that we got to get in play before we even think about a war and some goddamn spending no money. Listen,
yeah, and now, bro, you're not making no sense.
That's what we saying.
How do you get power to your house? There's a
electricity.
Force. There's a force.
What force?
I'm an electrician.
What force? What force?
What
electricity travels? What force?
What is the force that is pushing the electricity to your house?
What's the force? The wire?
Volts.
I'm tapping up.
You need volts.
How do you generate volts?
You need volts, bro.
Volts is a measurement, bro. Volts is a measurement.
Bro.
I'm tapping out.
That don't have nothing to do with generating electricity.
Bro. You need voltage. Voltage pushes power.
Voltage is a measurement.
Voltage pushes power.
How much electricity is traveling through the wires?
How do we obtain that force, bro? You're correct, but how do we get that force?
Force?
How do we obtain that force? Your analogy is correct. But as a culture, how do we obtain that force? How do we generate that force? No, I'm saying as far as force and energy and stuff like that. All right, that's how I get to the crib. But
what is magnetism? Magnetism
as far as the culture,
together.
Rizzy, as far as the culture, you just said the big exclusive that's unrealistic. Getting everybody on the same accord, that's a large task. So to obtain this force, everybody would have to be on the same accord. Either way, it required the same thing.
Everybody.
What's the plan?
Everybody would not have to be on the same accord to acquire this.
For us to take stuff by force?
No.
How would we have an army then?
You get a certain amount of people. You get a certain amount of people to move on to one accord, and y'all move accordingly.
And we're gonna take everything. We're gonna take over the country.
Then you get branches. It's called branches.
So those people don't have resources or weapons or any force.
All right. So what's this certain number? How about this? What's this first certain number that we got to get to?
That's a dumbass question, bro. That's a dumbass question because
you said we gotta get a certain number of people. I'm asking.
No, I said you had to get a selective amount of people. It could be 2,000. It could be 3,000. Then you could take 150 of those people. Go persuade some people over here. Go and get some people over here. It's the
how many of them
thing
people gonna come back?
The same thing they did with religion.
How many of them people gonna come back with more people?
What do you mean? How they gonna come back?
How many of those people you sending out to take shit by force are gonna come back?
I don't know.
Force is always met with what?
The force.
So so y'all guns is better somehow?
Are you gonna be the leader? Who's gonna be the leader of that?
Yeah, Winthorpe, you going down, bro.
Look, at the end of the day, what you would need is a force, some type of force. Don't matter if it's 1 billion people, 2 million people. You're going to need a force eventually. You're going to need a force.
Sure.
No nation
let's agree
is
with
moving
eventually.
without a force.
Yeah,
let's agree eventually. But you're never going to get to that force without leadership, because without leadership, you're never going to amass anything,
So when
whether
you
it
say
be
leadership,
money,
who is
whether it be a
following?
military.
Because Everybody
be
want to be a
land.
leader, but don't nobody want to be a follower. In order for them to be
bro, that's some cool shit to say.
You need people
Bro,
to
that's some
shut the
cool
fuck
shit to
up
say.
and follow.
Bro, that's some cool shit to say.
No questions
but let's be
asked,
real.
No wondering what's going to happen. No question. Oh, what's going to happen if we do this? Shut the fuck up and follow. Sometimes it's just going to have to take that discipline. And you have to be quiet, shut up, and watch the plan work. Trust the process.
So how do we get people to do that so we can attain this force?
See, y'all just keep asking them dumbass questions.
Bro, you make it like look, I know. I feel like
That's
you
a
winging
dumbass
it.
question,
bro. I feel like you winging it.
When
you know what I feel like, Rizzy? You know what I'm thinking, Rizzy?
That's a dumbass
Rizzy,
question.
you know what I feel like, bro? I feel like in your circle, bro, you probably the most intelligent and most persuasive person in your circle because
I'm
you
that
don't
wherever I go.
You not here. Not here.
Yeah, because you're not trying to listen,
bro.
You like to be
When I'm dealing with I can tell when I'm dealing with people that's not trying to listen, then of course the
No, it ain't even that, bro. You're not making no
we
sense,
agreed.
bro. You're not making
with
no,
I
that's
am
what
making
it is.
sense.
Bro, we agreed on a
No,
lot of
you're
different
not,
things, bro.
You're not
What
making
am I
sense
not
on
making
screen or
sense
in the
on?
comments, bro.
What
On screen or
I
in the
can't
comments.
see the comments, so I don't care what they
What
say.
you're not making sense on is why I'm asking you these questions, bro. I agree with you as far as the force, but you just said that it's going to be hard to get all the people need to shut the fuck up and just follow suit. Yeah. They're going to have to do that for us to obtain that army, right?
Yeah.
So how do we get them to do that? That's what we're asking you. And you're saying that's a dumb question. Force from who if nobody on the same page?
Don't niggas get together in the car and go hunt down little man? That's
I
called
think you're
force.
missing the point, bro. I think you're missing the point.
I think y'all missing the point. Y'all thinking this force is
you keep talking ain't gonna make it make no more sense, bro. Because we hear what you're saying.
It's persuasion.
We hear what you're saying, but you're not making sense.
Because you're
here's
not
what you're
hearing
missing.
Then you don't hear what I'm saying.
No,
stop contradicting yourself.
No,
if
you're
I'm not
making
sense, you're not hearing what I'm saying.
I hear exactly what you're saying,
no,
and it's
you
not
don't.
making sense
because you're not listening.
You keep saying we're going to force them, and what you saying by you going to force you from uptown. I'm in
Don't
West.
matter where I'm from.
You come. It don't matter. You can say you were from fucking Egypt, Antarctica. It won't matter.
Still
But you come anywhere you come anywhere near me with any level of force is going to be met with the same exact, if not more excessive force. Is what you're not understanding.
Okay,
you can't
and then
force
you'll get wiped
to do
away.
Anything,
and then you'll get wiped away, and we move on to the next.
And so listen, somebody gonna get
That's
wiped away.
That's what's going to have to happen.
But what you got to realize is not going to always be your opposition. You're not Superman, my guy.
I didn't say that.
You or your militia is not Superman.
The militia that I'm bringing with me, though.
But they
you're not gonna be able to stop
that.
Y'all
not trained. Y'all not nothing.
You don't have to be trained.
So
to
it don't make no
somebody.
difference. You're gonna be met with the same level of force. You're gonna lose so many people because the army that you leading is so small. They're gonna start defecting because they're gonna look at you like you bad leadership. Even if you got 100,000 and you go to each neighborhood and you lose 4,000 or 5,000 each time you travel, nigga, them numbers gonna dwindle away to nothing. And then you're gonna be hiding somewhere in the cave or something, trying to figure it out.
But let me tell you this. That's what I'm saying. You're coming from a scary
force.
But listen, bro. You're coming from a scared point of view.
I'm not scared of shit.
Listen.
You're coming from an unrealistic rhetoric. The dialogue is unrealistic.
I'm listening.
I'm not scared of nothing.
Have you ever been locked up?
I just told you we agreed that force is going to be necessary, but you can't do it in the beginning. It's going to need to be done at the end.
Have you ever been locked up?
Exclamation point on the movement and the change. You're not going to start nothing, lead with force. You're going to be done before you get started.
Listen, all I'm saying is Harriet Tubman would have shot you, bro. That's all I'm saying. Now,
bro,
listen what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying.
Why she would have shot me?
Put me in the
Why she would have shot me?
Because you're coming from a place of scarediness. Like you're saying,
from where?
Scared.
Where do you get that from? Where do you get that?
What you're saying?
Hey, if anybody in the chat believes I'm scared, please inform me.
I don't care what they believe.
Please inform me.
I'm seeing what's coming from
and I don't care what you believe. I'm not scared,
bro.
She not gonna shoot shit. Just like your
you
army or that
scared,
little militia
bro.
you got ain't gonna accomplish nothing.
Would have shot you, bro.
Well, listen, I'll tell you what.
Dead.
I'll tell you what. Harriet Tubman dead and gone. Dead and gone. Okay.
Nat Turner would have shot you.
Bro,
anybody in the streets now that is talking about doing
Bro, you
some
can say
type
what
of
you want.
war, or
We
we
not
about to go
living in
run
those
down on
times.
somebody,
We not
they would
living in
shoot
those
you.
times. That's why we
'Cause
where we at
you
now.
sound like
Because
you
it's
would
people
tell on
like you
everybody and get
who
us all
think you
booked.
can force anybody to do anything. You lack leadership, you lack courage, you lack intellect, and you lack power. And you'll never have it with that mentality.
So, and I asked you, is Hitler a good leader then?
He
Because
is.
he
He was
did
able to
everything that
amass
you're
army.
saying.
He was able to damn near wipe out people. He owned half of fucking Europe. You can't
And
be
how
a
did he
bad
get
leader
that?
and own
Did he
half
pay
of
for
and
it?
take over half of Europe. Is you
Did
crazy?
he pay for it?
Is you
Or did
crazy,
he
bro?
take it?
You tripping, bro? Like I don't
But
know
you're not
where that
answering my
rhetoric
questions.
comes from
Did
or
Hitler?
who you've been talking
Hold on.
to.
You're talking while I'm
But
talking. How we both gonna get? Did Hitler take or buy the land in England?
He took it.
Okay, then. So you are contradicting everything you talking about, bro. You sound scaredy. You're gonna have to die in this type of thing that we're talking about. We are talking about war here. This is war tactics, and in war
Who you at
tactics,
war with?
you can't be
Who we
worrying
at war
about.
with?
Oh,
Who
what
we
if
at
this
war
don't
with?
go? And this,
Who
we
we
gonna
at war with?
execute, and that's it.
I started this conversation off by
Execution.
saying when you came in, bro, it can't be a war. We don't have enough weapons or resources or technology to be at war with the United States military. You come in hearing what you want to hear.
How?
Because you want to get a point across.
How
You want to
don't we
sound
though?
smart.
How
And at the
don't we
end of the
though?
day, bro,
I
it sound
I
crazy.
know a nigga right now,
It sound
16 years
crazy.
old in Philadelphia. He got a fucking
Listen,
rocket
why you
launcher.
ain't listen? Why you ain't
How is
use none
these
of your
niggas
force
getting
then?
rocket launchers?
Why you ain't use none of your force? Why you ain't
What are
use
you
none of your
talking
force?
about?
Go take some shit over.
What are you talking
I
about?
do you one better. Come take this shit over.
I'm not listen. For me to take over, I need niggas like you to not be around, because you're gonna persuade the niggas that I need to help me take over and have them on some bitch shit, on some real shit. If anybody looking and listening to what you're saying, no offense, you sound like a bitch.
Bro, your opinion and what you think I
It's
sound
not an
like
opinion. I'm telling you
is
what you
what
sound
it's
like.
your opinion. Because don't nobody think I'm a bitch. Anybody who ever met me don't think that. You don't really think that, bro.
By what
You
you're
mix
saying, I think you would
out of
be
your
scared,
realm.
and in battle,
You out of your
I
realm
wouldn't
when it
want you
comes
there.
to
I would have
intellect,
shot you.
and you feel offended. You wouldn't, bro. You ain't did nothing. You wouldn't have shot nothing. You
How
ain't
do you know
doing
what
nothing.
I did?
Where's the
Now
leadership?
you
What are you
assuming
doing?
you're making an ass
What
out
are you
yourself.
doing? What are you doing? How are you? When was the last time
I'm
you
doing
used
more than
force
just
to take
talking on this
anything?
goddamn thing.
You
I'm
haven't used
actually
force to do
outside in the
anything,
street
bro. You
stopping
just
young boys
talking.
from killing each other.
That's the
Out there.
That's what we
I'm
supposed to be
out
doing.
there. I'm
Stopping
not
the
hiding
young
behind
boys
no
from killing
camera.
each other.
I'm
That's
not on a
exactly what we're
computer.
supposed to be doing. And how are you doing that?
By being outside, nigga.
By
I'm
telling them to
outside.
kill each other?
I'm not on.
By telling them to use force?
I'm not
That's
on
what
the
you're doing?
social media.
You stopping
I'm
it by
going to
telling them to
kids
use force.
forcibly and making them
How
not
are you
pick
getting
up
them
that
to
gun and
stop?
shoot each other.
How are you getting them to stop?
What you mean? How I'm getting them to
How
stop?
are you getting them to stop?
I'm getting them to stop.
How,
With
Mister?
my
I'm
methods.
using force.
I don't have to tell you my methods. It's getting
you don't-
done though.
bro.
I'm stopping a lot of niggas from getting killed. What do you mean?
How?
Why do you
How?
need to know that?
Because you full of shit.
Did
bro.
Hitler tell
You full of shit.
all his shit?
It was definitely
Did
documented.
Stalin tell all his shit?
It was definitely
It was
documented.
documented after they died,
It was
nigga.
definitely
They
it was
wasn't going
documented.
around telling what their next
It was
move was,
documented
bro.
real time. How do you
See,
think
that's what
they
I'm
came
saying.
up
You
with
don't know nothing about
how you
war.
think
never
they
been
came
into
up with the
anything.
propaganda? You're
What
not
have you
making
been
no
into?
sense,
What
bro.
have you been in jail, or have you been in anywhere where your
Yes,
freedom
sir.
was taken away?
Yes.
How long?
Yes. Yes.
A month, 2, 3 months?
Yeah.
I did 8 years. So at the end of
Does
the
that
day,
make
bro,
you?
it's
Does that
nothing.
make?
Listen,
What does that mean?
Stop,
You did 8.
bro. I got
You did
stabbed in
8.
my head, stabbed.
That
I've been
make
through
you
shit,
did
bro.
8. What does that
You
mean,
not
bro?
telling me. I'm speaking from a man point of view.
And
A
I'm
nigga that
speaking
been
from a
through some
man point of
wars.
view.
You
How
are
are you
speaking
getting
from
these
a
kids to
nigga that
stop
been in the
killing each other?
crib. You know
How
what
are
I'm
you getting
saying?
these
You ain't
kids to
really
stop
getting
killing
to
each other?
shit.
How do you get these kids from stop killing each other?
By my methods. What do you mean?
What method?
The methods
What
that I
method?
be using. I'm not
What
gonna
methods?
disclose my methods to you. But
Why?
no,
You can
it
help
gets
somebody.
done.
You can help thousands of other youth right now by giving them a method on how not to kill each other. And you talking about you not giving out no methods?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Are you doing it by force?
You're gonna do it.
Are you doing it by force?
Yeah.
Are you doing? So you forcing the young boys?
Yes,
You
yes.
forcing these killers?
See, that's what I'm saying. You don't
forcing
understand the
these
definition
killers
of force.
not
You
to
think
kill.
force is just, don't do that or I'm gonna kill you. No, bro. That's
Bro,
That's
it
what
was
I'm saying.
good.
You wasn't listening, bro. That's
It
what I'm
was
saying.
no.
When you say
was
you was
just
hearing me,
no.
I
You wasn't
understood
saying
you what
nothing.
you saying when
You
you hearing me.
wasn't
You
saying
wasn't
nothing.
listening,
You
nigga.
wasn't saying nothing.
Because you wasn't listening. That's why it
It
sounded like
wasn't making no sense.
you remind me of the females that be on the internet.
Bro, you don't hear yourself, bro. You don't hear yourself.
So I'm
You
not
know why
listening.
you didn't?
Like
You know why you never? You
Then you
know why
talking
I
while I'm
don't
talking.
believe you?
That's the
You know
stuff
why I don't
females do,
believe
bro.
you, bro? You know why it don't make sense to me, bro? Because you're not living
Because you
like that.
scary.
Because you're not living like that. You
Because you
here with me.
scary.
You here with me, and your method is talking. It's making sense. It's
You're
getting them to
talking
see that it's a
too. What
better
the fuck are you talking
alternative.
about?
It's a better alternative. So that make you a bitch nigga too.
No, it don't, because I'm out
Peace.
there. You're
the fuck, like that's wow, bro. Where did everybody go? God damn it. Why can't I control Mimi? You still there? Change the window. Wait, do I need to refresh mine? Oh, everybody gone but me. Hey, listen. Wait, hold on. Mimi, don't close out the show. Hold on. I need to refresh my screen.
Oh, hey, here I go. I guess Big Exclusive not real quick. I'm here for a minute till you come back. Yo, that was crazy, right? Hold on, let me turn this. That was crazy. It was a simple question. I guess it was a dumb question though. What's up, bro? How you doing, man?
Yo, I'm good, man. Yes.
Bro.
Hey, man, listen. Flight tap
bro.
out. Where Flight go? Flight. Oh, welcome back, Flight. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Like
I counted 58 bros. We was counting bros. I was counting bros.
Listen.
Yeah.
Listen, the crazy part is he made some valid points. He was right on some stuff. And I appreciate that.
But that's us. That's us. We got the answers and then we get away from it. The minute somebody say something we don't like, it's like it's hell to pay.
I never disrespected that man.
No, he was speaking from the perspective of already having the army.
Yeah, I don't know where the army was coming from, bro. I kept trying to figure out how do you force, like, man. Listen, we in overtime anyway. We already an hour fucking out. Like, that was crazy. That was crazy. I mean, how do you follow that? How do you follow that?
With force.
With force. How do you follow that? Right? How do you follow that? We had 17. It's 15 people now. Yo,
you know what?
Y'all so solid for sticking around this long. But my question is, the consensus is, who do you follow? Like, are you like, would you follow him?
I mean, if he would have shared his method, he might have been able to convince me.
Yeah, listen. With Forrest, we all die. Get your family the highest insurance policy.
That's the first thing I said. If we follow
Classic
him, I'm
said,
getting
fuck
insurance.
no, ain't nobody following. Like, but here's the thing. I understood what he was trying to get to. I really did understand what he was trying to get to. Like, ultimately, there is no magic wine that'll make us an army. It ain't a magic wine out there strong enough. And like I said in the beginning, we can own a gun manufacturing plant across the country. We can make unlimited guns, bullets, and all that. It's useless against the military. Like, the point is, you have to manipulate the game from the inside out. You create opportunities by actually gaining the knowledge to counter everything that they can do to quash you. Right? Who does the military answer to? The military is under
command. It's different
thank
levels of
you.
command.
Hey, thank you. Thank you.
And then you got the president.
Thank you. Like your main man is triggering. There ain't no magic wand to make us come together either. That was the point. How you gonna bring us together with force? How you
and
gonna
all
bring
these
us
young
together with
boys
force?
that you talking about, they not doing that for each other. They doing that for a selfish reason. How do we get everybody on the same accord to make the same exact move for this force? Yeah, they willing, but like how?
Nah, I think that was cap though. Like,
you think what was cap?
Like who out there that just make it make sense? I'm still in Melly line. Make it make sense. Who has the capability of stopping these young boys from killing each other in the streets and then say,
That's
no,
what
I'm not
saying.
sharing my method? What kind of leader is that? Is that your leader? Is this your leader?
We just blindly gonna follow you.
Makes no sense, man. Makes no sense, man.
Hold up 1 second.
Hey,
Can you take me off screen real quick, bro?
Like at the end of the day, the whole point to the conversation is how do we get the black power? How do we get the influence? If it's as easy as force, by all means, do it. Bro, I don't have all the answers. I asked 1,001 questions on this show tonight. Did I not, Flight?
Yeah. We all did. I mean, again, man, is you? Everybody has
Sway,
an opinion.
I don't have all the answers. Sway, I don't have all the answers. I ask questions to try to get to the answer so we can get to the resolution, so we can get to the goal. Bro, you got to be outside to do what, bro? I'm outside every day. Yeah, I gotta stop. Listen, Rizzy, Oak Lane Rizzy, bro, you are not my enemy, bro. We not enemies, bro.
And we love you, man. We
just
love
differ.
you.
We just differ
different
on the
opinions.
method.
Like I
we
said,
just differ on the method.
That's it.
That's all.
It's and thank you,
Bro, that's wild though. For every answer I gave you, ask another question. How do you learn? How do you learn?
Like I was getting ready to say, what's his name? Quizzy? What was his name again?
Oak Lane Rizzy.
Rizzy, thank you for the lives that you did save, brother. Again, whatever you did, however you did it, if you're ever interested in talking about it, please let any of us know or somebody else know. Obviously, it is a cause and effect. It worked for you, and it may work for others. And as Black people,
right,
let's share that information. Let's not be hesitant to hold on to it because we need it. It's highly needed, especially in this day and age.
Bro, look,
so thank you again.
You still being disrespectful, bro. Like it's all love. Take you a chill pill, right, and relax. You learn by shutting the fuck up and not asking stupid. Ain't no such thing as a stupid question when you on a quest for knowledge. Stop being so closed-minded, bro. Like relax. Like we saying this all love and you still going on angles. Like you gotta chill, bro. Like you got a method to help the youth and you don't want to share it with somebody so that next person can help somebody. Stupid question because you don't have a fucking answer.
And the culture don't really want no smoke, bro. I told you I was out there front line on the marches, bro. When it came down to go face to face with the police, they ain't want no smoke. And when all that shit you talking about with the riots over the past couple years down West Philly, that's because the police was told to stand down, bro. It wasn't because they was overpowered and all that. They was told to stand down.
Man, if them niggas would have had weapons and all that shit, bro, it'd have been mass murder.
The military was assembled, bro. They was ready to go ham.
He made valid points. He just wouldn't be a good leader until he arms himself with knowledge to lead correctly and effectively. In order to come together with even a small group to start a revolution, you have to hear the input of the ones who stand with you. He on some Malcolm X stuff, and in order to be Malcolm X, you still have to arm yourself with knowledge, not ignorance. Malcolm X, when he was in jail, read the dictionary front to back and memorized every fucking word and its meaning in the dictionary. You talk about arming yourself with knowledge, that's how it's done.
If you still in the comments, bro, what you do your 8 years?
He said, first of all, you have to relate to the kids. If you don't relate, you can't reach them. Respectfully, I agree with that wholeheartedly. Exactly. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Big Roll, way to keep it positive and in God's light. Tyree, stop flight. Yeah. Chanel said, yeah, no. Tiffany Ann, this is perfect example of why we can't accomplish anything. We have to use common sense and not be so quick to get argumentative, listening to reason and spreading awareness and knowledge. It's 10 o'clock, man. I got stuff to do. Pop, much appreciated for joining as always.
Thanks for having me, bro.
Something tells me something's brewing from this, bro. We got to make this sort of like a weekly thing. The kind of
maybe we should do it on Fridays as a roundtable discussion, because we having the conversations and that's where it starts.
We got to have the conversations, and then we got to figure out, ways to. And to me, I'm looking at it more like a meeting of the minds to start to figure out how to implement, certain things that's going to help overall. Because this way we got to spread the message, and it can't just be one way, because it's just like learning. No one person learns one way. Some people learn by reading, some people learn hands-on by doing, some people learn by watching, and some people learn by lectures. So there's no real one way to do anything, right? So at the end of the day, just hearing perspective is also what's most important, because everybody's perspective is different, and it's all based off the experiences they went through. So ultimately, we got to have these discussions, no matter how ugly we feel like it gets. As long as we can maintain at the end and stay respectful, we can start to accomplish great things.
I hear you, Rizzy. Good shit, bro. Salute.
Yeah. So that's definitely I appreciate you, bro. But with that being said, man, Pop, you want the final word tonight?
Hey, man, stay black.
And the words of
I'm
my
off
man
for words right now, bro. No, at the end of the day, man, that was a good build. Hopefully our guy Rizzy don't leave here with any ill feelings. You know what I'm saying? Because we actually hit that level often on this station, but at the same time, we building, bro. We building,
right?
And ultimately, that we're trying to. This is why I was asking you that question, as far as what do we do to get there, because this is part of what we do to get there. We got to have the conversations. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what was going on, but we got to have these conversations to get the warriors that you're talking about together, bro. That's what I'm saying. Listen, you said something about that warrior shit. Listen, bro, I'm cock locked ready to rock, but where the rest of them? You dig what I'm saying? Like, we ain't on some bitch shit for real, bro. You dig what I'm saying? But niggas got to be ready to move as one. We can't have no knuckleheads out here. Niggas got to be ready to move as one with some knowledge and some intellect, my nigga. This different warrior shit, like a different warrior how? Because you spent 8 years in jail? The object is to not get caught, my nigga. So you more of a man, or you more dangerous because you spent more time in jail? That means nothing. That sounds stupid, bro. How do we get that army together, bro? How do we obtain that army? You saying it's a bunch of young boys? Okay, they doing that for the reason that they want to do it for, selfishly. How do we get them on one accord? Warriors don't come up with that part. That's why you just said yourself, I'm not the one that's going to lead. Yeah, you're going to be the one that fall in line once a leader emerges. And it's all good because everybody's not a leader. But at first, it starts with stopping the disrespect, bro. Just because somebody talks differently, speaks differently, it don't mean we won't crack the same heads. when the time is right.
When warranted, bro.
With that being
When
said,
warranted.
it was a great bill. We went over time. I love it.
Yeah, Pop, you know, I'm not a fan of overtime, man. But if the dialogue warrants it, you know, I'm always down. I appreciate you stopping through, bro.
Yeah, but they got to be on one accord. That's what you missing, bro.
Yeah,
I'm cock locked, ready to rock. But right now, I only can protect what's mine, because if I go out there, my own culture is trying to take from me. That's the point that you're missing. Everybody got to be on the same page. And if you're not going to be the leader, guess what? You need to shut the fuck up. How about that?
Fall in line.
How you going to get the plan if you're not going to lead? With that being said, I'm going to holler at you, good brother.
Pop, good night. Appreciate you, good brother.
All right, bro.
We'll talk. This has been the Big Exclusive Podcast. That's his favorite shit. Harriet Tubman would have shot y'all. Harriet was highly intelligent. I don't give a fuck if it's Jesus Christ. I'm not following nothing ignorant. Point I was trying to make is how I end the show every week. Kaylin Cameron, Daddy, love you. The world is yours. Don't absolutely never trade your time for money, and never follow over emotional people who don't want to be leaders but got the most to say, and most of that shit is nothing. Like, at the end of the day, the Big Exclusive Podcast. Keep talking, keep adding the comments up. Run it up, bro. We good. It's only making us look better. We appreciate you.
You say I'm arrogant. I say damn right. That's pride. Pride in the saying I am. Now tune into the Big Exclusive Podcast, available on all podcast platforms or the BEpodcast.com. Listen now, or I'll eat your whole race. Oh, and you better like or subscribe, or else.